My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Vegas 116 fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. And this isn't your run-of-the-mill Apex card. This is, in all likelihood, a title eliminator at featherweight. Let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we talk about the fights, Jacob's a bit of a wizard lately. Jacob the Wizard, the green line test continues. Not only does this thing get millions of impressions, and now random hate, it's getting random hate from famous fighters. Paulo Costa completely disagreed with the green line test this past week.
You know what's so funny is he put his own green line test for his own fight, and I gave the blessing. I said, I will I will allow this green line, and then turns out he went out, he won, and ended up being real, ended up being true. But we're leveling up in the game. I appreciate all the new followers, everyone that's been, maybe you found me on Twitter and then you're like, what's the podcast? This is the first time you're watching the podcast. I appreciate it. We have a lot of fun on here as we break down the fights. But yeah, the green line test is, it was a gift given to me. As I say, I don't draw them, I hold the pen for the universe, and I got, Angelo, I don't know if you know this, but I got some big news if I can share.
I'd love if you did. I don't know.
Yeah, so as you see, I'm in the kind of the wizard outfit there. That was a funny thing. And Angelo did that, didn't realize what's happening. But if you look behind me, there's nothing on the walls. All my stuff is gone. We're clearing this out. Angelo, I was recruited and accepted into Hogwarts. So I'm headed to it's big news. I'm one of the first muggles to be, I think I am the first muggle to be kind of put into and accepted into Hogwarts, but I'm not a true wizard, but they are interested in my abilities. So I was recruited, and I'm getting ready to move to Hogwarts. So we're excited. And I think for the stream this Saturday, we'll be at the Hogwarts establishment, the castle. So we're excited about it.
You strike me more as a Heaven's Gate recruit than a Hogwarts recruit.
Is that some dumbass old shit?
It is. Do you know what? It's a 90s reference. Haley's Comet. You know Haley's Comet? A cult, and they thought that's the name of the cult. So
what are you talking about?
I made a joke that you're not a wizard, but I could see you joining a cult.
If I'm not joining, I am the cult. There's nobody. I'm not joining and following somebody. I'm getting people to follow me, though. I can talk about it, just like I'm about to get you guys right now to sign up WeWantPicks.com
to follow
for only $10 a month or $100 a year if you want to just load in and get yourself a little bit of a discount. What you're going to get is just an unfathomable, and I really hit that word hard, and I really did it.
You missed a couple of letters in it, but it was close. Yeah.
Unfathomable amount of information, data, lines, all sorts of stuff, millions of people's picks and bets. Millions being 4 bets, 5 people's picks. But you just got to do it.
And
I told you guys last week, I got you, bubbas. You know what I mean? I got you, bubbas. I told you guys to sign up. If you would have signed up, I got you. We are up money again, me personally. And, it's $10 a month. And, if you're not signing up, go fucking. Oh, actually, you know what? Don't fucking sign up. Okay, and put your fucking $10 on one of those dumbass fucking 8-9 leg parlays. Let me know how it does, and when it doesn't fucking hit next week, you can sign up. Okay, just do that. Run a little test for me. Okay, put your $10 on a fucking 10-leg parlay this week. Okay, and if it hits, great, you're the fucking genius. And when it doesn't, give us a chance with the $10 next week. That's my ask.
It's not a terrible pitch, because that's exactly how that goes. And while Jacob's getting some internet fame, so am I. Jacob, did you know I have a parody account? Somebody has made a parody YouTube account called The Angelo Bodetti, and they troll other cappers. They even donated money to AJ. Donated $2 to troll AJ. That ain't me, dog. And you could see.
Did he know it wasn't you?
He's smiling in the screen cap, I imagine. He's not stupid. That's clearly
I was
not
wondering,
me.
somebody said, I think it was Marcus, what's the next bet, was like, why does Mike Finch think that Angelo is bald? And I was like, I don't know who the fuck Mike Finch is. And he said he does the show with AJ, and they must have mentioned something about you being bald.
No,
or
that's unrelated. Well, I don't know. That dude talks about me all the fucking time because I got a bunch of DMs about that too. I don't know who he is.
Mike Finch?
I have no idea who he is, but here's the thing. We are the leaders in this space. We are atop of the board. We have created the greatest offering this space has ever seen. We have well over 4,000 members. There's no catching up. And these people are trying to play catch up. But the problem is, Michael, if you're trying to play catch up to the big boys, but you're charging.
Wait, we talking about this 5-0 fighter, Mike Finch or Mike Finch?
I don't know who the hell it is. I have no idea. I don't know, but
because if it is, you know, I'm a big fan of this guy. You know, I'm on his side and everything.
Yeah, well,
he
height
says.
And weight, please. Height and weight. The other
6
problem
foot,
is,
and he fought welterweight, so he's probably walking around 200 about now.
Bend him in half. Here's the thing. I don't know who this person is. They clearly know who I am because the reality is we're the leaders in this space. So they're trying to catch up to the boys. People hear the numbers that we talk about, the amount of members we have, and they try to make their own thing. But you know what? They don't have tools. They don't have an artificial intelligence. They don't have a data analyzer or a fight simulator. They don't have any of that shit. They're just like, hey, $60. We'll give you some bets. But in all seriousness, this person made this. And I mean, I don't mind at all. It's pretty funny, honestly.
Oh, you just had a baby. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Well, there goes your free time. And you can see here in the description of this YouTube account, it says, my eyes are not adjusting to the light here. I'm kind of a big deal. Sign up for premium. This is a parody account. So very clear this is a parody account, but I had a bunch of people send me this top comment is another capper that can absolutely suck my dick. I like AJ. I actually like AJ. You have your problem with AJ because he stole your lock of the week. I like him. Him and I have had a bunch of conversations. They've all been pleasant. Seems like a reasonable dude.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, you have your problem. I don't have a problem.
Wait until I hit him with the fucking Expedium Leviosa and fucking have him floating around the room. Give me 6 months at Hogwarts and I'm fucking coming back with some vengeance on some people.
Well,
Expelliarmus.
I probably should operate in the if you got a problem with my friend, you got a problem with me territory. But I don't think he has a problem. You're the one with the problem. You have the problem. So it's like a weird, there's no real defending needed. But I like AJ.
Grudges, I give it about 10, 20 years. I'll hold a grudge. Easy peasy.
Then you'll let it go. But yeah, so this person's just, first of all, the donating of the money is crazy. A super chatting as a parody account, wild. But and I think he has super chatted here as well. But either way, if you see some wild ass,
if he's in here, I'd hate if he super chatted some stuff tonight. You know, that would really throw us off the rails. Please don't do that. Please don't.
My gears.
Please don't donate, guys. You know,
damn the heavens.
Ah, shit.
But yeah. So if you see some wild shit coming out of AI picture of me, that ain't me, dog. It is nice to be parodied. I guess I made it, Jacob. I made it.
You've had a few come your way, I think.
I get it. Well, we get Gucci Gill was responsible for like 10 different random, but his were in only our universe.
Yeah, it's so funny that people are so willing to kind of go after you, but they know not to come after Papa.
You're the easier target too because you don't clap back. Maybe that's the problem. I get rage baited and you don't. That's probably exactly what it is.
You are pretty easy.
I'm very easy to rage bait. And you know what's crazy? I've been rage baiting the hell out of my daughter too. I could just really get her going. No, the other one doesn't give a shit about anything. The younger one really doesn't care about a thing.
That was crazy. Your vlog. I saw the volleyball that was in there.
She's fucking good.
It's crazy. Yeah. That was real. I was like, because you had talked about it or whatever. But then wham, I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Dude, and she's
hold on, Angela. Let me get into the coach.
Yeah.
I'll
hey, does she have a godfather? Yeah.
I'll squeeze in there. I'll get a fucking full ride.
Dude, and I don't want to talk too loud because the older one might be able to hear me and the younger one's better. The private club, their earliest team starts at 9, and they're like, hey, we'd really love if the little one would come play in our team. She's 7. It's like, yeah, I fucking bet you would. Is it free? Like, why am I paying full price for a 7? Do I get a discount? You're the one who reached out to us.
It's pretty impressive.
It is very impressive. Her work ethic may catch up to her, but the natural athleticism is there.
So I think sometimes you just get a little structure and it goes one way or the other. Like they either fucking lock in with all the talent, and then they're fucking like, hell yeah, or it is like kind of just a waste of talent. So interesting to see how it's going to play out,
She likes being good, and obviously if she sees that she's not better than other people, that might drive her.
At that point, you either basically quit or you fucking work harder. There's going to be a choice. It's going to be interesting.
You used to come over when she was 2, whipping around on scooters, and you're like, how the hell is she doing that?
That honestly scared the shit out of me. I was one of the... I have nightmares sometimes that I was about to watch a 2-year-old fucking just absolutely get their head smashed in front of me the way that she came down that driveway. I could not believe what was happening. I didn't think that age you could even be on one, let alone just flying down a driveway. And then I'm like, where the hell is she going to go? She can't, if she hits this curb, she's going to this is it. If she comes down and just goes through the curb, she is fucking done. And she took a fucking, leaned into that fucking 90-degree turn into the sidewalk. And I said, holy fuck. We got an athlete on our hands.
She is very athletic. Even Casey came to the softball game Sunday. We needed a pinch player there. And he was talking about her. And he was like, she's going to...
Yeah, next time we talk to him, he's got to really kind of stay back on that swing. He's getting a little ahead of himself. That footage. He's got to make sure he kind of fucking... he's getting there, but I'd like to see him just kind of stay a little bit behind that ball because, I saw a little bit of lunging. I know he's been out of the game for a little bit, Mr.
Dude, it's
College
crazy.
World Series.
You were in the group chats where I was like, I asked you and I asked him, please play, come play. And his exact words were, I'm not driving all the way to Prosper to get run.
Yeah, he fucking loves it now.
Oh, dude,
I'll be there next week.
Dude, he took his first swing, was like, oh my God, I miss this so much. Like he just
got rock hard the rest of the night.
He was immediately all in, instantly all in. And what's crazy is, and then I promise we'll talk about it.
I was like that with, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you saw me
golf?
And you used to play pickleball, and then a few weeks ago I picked up that paddle and almost started shaking. I'm like,
it all came back to you. Like sword in the stone. You're the only one who could have picked up that paddle. But what was crazy is we have like a couple Division II baseball players on the team. Like they're adults now, but they played D2 and they're very good. They're clearly better than like normal people. And then Casey came, the skill gap.
Level, yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Like, and I've known Casey for 10 years.
Like D1, you're playing basically like a professional baseball player. Like that's essentially like you're right there as like,
dude. And it wasn't even some rinky dink D1. Yeah. Like it's a
College World Series. It's fucking
No, it was just crazy to see. Because then I even asked the other neighbor who he was filling in for asked in our group chat, how did Casey do? And the guy across the street was like, he's a difference maker.
I saw it. Yeah,
his ability to read it's crazy. And it's nuts.
I was natural. I was a natural in baseball too. I have I think 6 of those participation trophies.
That's a lot.
It might be 7, but I'm pretty sure I had 6 of them.
Damn, that is a lot.
That's I'm just
They were still giving those out in high school. That's crazy. You have them from like way too late in life to be getting those. They're not little kid ones. But Jacob said he watched the vlog. That's where he saw my daughter hit a volleyball. If you want to send something for the vlogs
are underrated. There's always some moments where I'm just like, this fucking idiot, dude.
They're a pain in the ass to film. Like it's a lot of effort.
Yeah,
and then I get like self-conscious because there's a bunch of stuff I don't film because I don't want to be like a weirdo. Like I'm an influencer, you know what I mean? Like, but
hey, gang.
That guy's the best. His wife
embarrasses the shit out of his family.
Yeah.
What's up, gang?
I wish I had that guy's nerve. Like, what do I care? I don't know these people. Who cares?
You think you would because, like, I guess you didn't grow up like New York, but that's like the thing about like New Yorkers.
Yeah,
like they don't give a fuck because there's just so many people. Like they know nobody else gives a fuck, so they don't give a fuck about anything.
No, I care too much.
Kind of a pussy.
A little bit, honestly. And the problem is, I'm filming. The vlogs are just a day in the life. So I'm around people I know, which does make it also like weird. It's like, oh, look at this loser. Because nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like nobody's like, oh, what he does is cool. So like, what a nerd.
Yeah, not to interrupt this fucking story you've been spewing upon us in the last 30 seconds, but what house do you think that the Sorting Hat's going to put me in?
That the what? I didn't watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous because there's obviously those 4 different houses you can be put in at Hogwarts. I'm going to go to the Sorting Hat on Friday. I have a noon appointment. What house do you think I would end up in?
Do they have one for like underdeveloped people?
Yeah, that's called Hufflepuff, and that's what the chat is saying too.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Hufflepuff.
I thought it was gonna be fucking. Look at all these Hufflepuffs. What the fuck? Fuck you guys. What the fuck? I feel like I'm a Slytherin, honestly. I'm a fucking little badass.
Smoking weed with the Hufflepuffs. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. I didn't get the amount of Hufflepuffs being fucking. Someone says Hufflepuffs minus 300. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're capping it too.
No problem. Okay.
Better odds than you get on Jafel.
That's cool, guys. I get it.
If you want to send a recipe for the vlog, here's the address. We want picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. Here's the next 4 fight cards coming up. We got a couple of doozies. This is an Apex card, and people love hating on Apex cards, but this is probably a title eliminator. If Aljo wins, how do you deny him a title shot? If Yusuf Zalal wins, what is that, 6 or 7 in a row at this point, and he just beat a former world champion, how do you deny him a title shot? So this is a very important matchup with some fun fights. Next week, we go to Perth, middle of the night for America, but the rest of you should enjoy the adjusted
It's going to
time.
work for me because I'll be at Hogwarts. It's a better time zone.
They have different time zones?
Yeah. I might stream it. I honestly might stream it.
You better take a long-ass nap during the day.
Nah, just fucking stay up and just fucking rock that shit, dude.
That's impossible.
Actually, I don't think I could stay up. I'd probably go to bed and set my life for like 1 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to wake
Gone are the days to fucking stay up.
Stay up. Oh,
I mean, you know how it is. It's probably worse for you, but it's about 10:30 for me, and I'm like, oh, God, it feels
I'm
like
in bed at
2
9
a.m.
The neighbor texted me the other day at like 9:15 and was like, "You want to come watch the Stars game?" I'm like, "I am under the covers." So no. I do not. I'm not. This is my eyes.
Sleep with the shirt on?
No. Just underwear, boxer briefs. That's it. I run hot.
Just an underwear guy.
Surprisingly.
I have like gym shorts on when I sleep.
Oh, I'm just straight
socks,
boxer
no
briefs.
socks.
No socks. Just literally only boxer
I
briefs.
used to be very pro socks. I don't really. In the wintertime, I'll throw some socks on every once in a while if my toesies are getting a little cold. But they say that socks is better because it regulates your body temperature better. But
well, I don't want regulated body. I want to be cold. Let the heat leave me. We go to Perth for a top 5 matchup at welterweight. Then we go to Jersey, 2 title fights at UFC 328. And then we come back to the Apex for another really good featherweight fight. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's freaking $10. It's not some $60 bullshit shared with some other channel. It's $10. And you have tools, other cappers, an artificial intelligence. You have everything you can ever want or need heading into a fight week. $10. WeWantPicks.com. Let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to open up this fight card with Talita Alencar taking on Julia Polastri. Talita, nasty grappler. She's also 7-1 in her last 5. 7-1 in her career, 3-1-1 in her last 5. And she is riding back-to-back wins, taking on Julia Polastri, 14-5 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is alternating wins and losses. Talita is a nasty grappler. That is her background. She started as a grappler. She is still basically a grappler. She's looking to get fights to the ground immediately. The striking's there. It's busy, but it's really only there to get the takedowns going. And the takedowns are not great. She relies mostly on muscle to get it to the ground. Striking is not very good. The takedowns aren't great, but if she ends up on the ground, she is levels above everybody else. If she can't, then she's at a wild disadvantage. She's coming off that submission win over Ariana Carnelozzi, where she really didn't like Ariana's pressure. Taking on Julia Polastri. She's very well-rounded. She's not a specialist in anything. Slick striking, solid grappling. The technique is good. It's clean. Lots of straight punches, a variety of kicks. There is some random power in there, but she doesn't chase it. She does get taken down very easily, but her defense is usually... no, she doesn't. Yeah, she defends all the takedowns.
Get the fuck out of here.
Didn't Karolina Kovacevic take her down before she got knocked out in her last fight? Listen, Julia's a good fighter, okay? Probably the better fighter here. Not even probably. Definitely the better MMA fighter in this matchup.
Who? Who'd you say?
Julia.
And what are you about to do?
I'm going to say that her takedown defense stinks. I'm going to say that Talita's offensive takedowns are not very good. So we have to determine what's worse, the offensive takedowns from Talita or the takedown defense from Julia. One of those is worse, and we got to figure out which one. And I'm going with the takedown defense. I'm going to slight lean Talita here. If she gets to the ground, what she doesn't do is chase and fall off and lose the position. If she gets you on the ground, you are staying there the rest of that round, and she is working. So I'm going to go with Talita here. She knows what she needs to do, and that's get this to the ground immediately, where Julia has to be perfectly safe the entire time. So Talita's the pick. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, I'm, a little bit biased in this one. I love Julia Polastri. I was on Julia when she came into the UFC. She was lock of the week. I told everyone, like, this is a fighter's fighter. This is a bad fucking bitch. In that fight against Loopy, they're like, holy shit, it's like a fucking scary movie, the way that she was plotting forward on Loopy. If you've never watched this girl fight, she's the type of girl that if there's a girl fight on the card, you're not like, oh, this is going to be boring. Like, she will drop her hands. She will walk forward. She will stand there, and when she gets hit, she gets pissed off. Like, she'll get hit, and then she'll, like, drop her hands and almost get, like, pissed off, almost like a Diaz brother. She is fucking everything you want in a fighter, and I love what she brings into this matchup. Obviously, if you're watching the Loopy fight, you are worried a little bit about the takedowns, right? Because Loopy was able to get those takedowns pretty easily. But the good part is Julia's not a girl that just kind of lays there. Like, she's immediately threatening. She has her own jiu-jitsu. She's immediately threatening stuff. She's elbowing from the bottom. She is making the fight nasty. So even if she is getting taken down, I don't think Talita's going to go straight to control. I think that Julia could even be scoring off of her back, like we saw with almost like a Carini was kind of doing against Jasmine and stuff like that at times before she started slowing down. But if she can't get the takedown, she's fucked. Like, Talita's very tough. Talita's very tough. Even if she's not getting the takedowns, we've seen her keep shooting takedowns and keep shooting takedowns. But this feels like it's going to look like the Rayan Dos Santos fight if Rayan Dos Santos doesn't just randomly stop throwing punches. Like, that first round, Talita, it was like, uh-oh. Like, she was not getting the takedowns, and Rayan was kind of just teeing off on her, and she was tough. But Julia brings a little bit different, and she's going to just keep upping the pace and upping the pace. So if Talita's able to, this might be a situation where it's almost like the Gage Young fight, where, okay, Thiago Moises got the takedown, he got to the back, but, he stayed safe, and then as it went on, it was like, once Thiago stopped getting the takedowns, you realized, this Gage is just fucking this dude up. I think the same thing happens here. Talita might get an early takedown, some control, whatever, but the fucking second these takedowns stop working, she is...
What's he gonna say?
Fuck!
Oh.
She's fucked! So if there's an interesting live bet, if you can make it, you can't make it on Bet Online, is if Talita is the second she stops getting takedowns, if it's in the first or second round, Julia inside the distance or something. I don't know if you can do that live, but I think she can finish this girl.
Yeah, I don't disagree with your overall point. If Talita cannot get the takedown, she is screwed. Her striking is not very good. And honestly, her offensive takedowns are not very good either. But Julia's takedown defense is pretty bad. So I'm going to go with
okay late against Loopy. It's just early it is a little bit wishy-washy and stuff, because it's not about just defending. It's she wants to be attacking as you're making the entry, so that will expose her hit. She'll try to throw an elbow or she'll try to throw a knee. So yeah, but when she wants to defend, she can defend.
I just think the skill gap on the ground is the biggest gap in this fight, but obviously she's got to get it there. So I'm not betting on Talita, but she is going to be the pick. And it's such a wild name. Talita, I can't do that without red. Talita, get in here. It's just such a wild name.
You talk to women that way?
Talita. If I talked to Tiffany like that, I would, my nuts would be gone.
You don't even have functioning nuts. So that's what happened.
They're cosmetic. Fill out a pair of swim trunks. Talita Alencar plus 210. I did take a look at the plus 3.5. It's a little juice, so I'm just going to leave this right here. But if you do want to check out all the picks and all the bets, I do believe we have some bets on this fight. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's freaking $10.
Oh, Saturday Julia's going to make us so much money Saturday.
Listen, I'm happy to get a pick wrong if you get a bet correct. I'll do that 10 out of 10 days a week. We got a couple of super
I had
chats.
a perfect main card last week. Again, I've done that a few times.
You've been clearly crushing the main events, this green line. 10 in a row, whatever the hell it is.
Angelo, come on now. That's just not my picks.
That's the universe doing it for you.
That's not the green line test. Isn't just my own reads and my own breakdowns of the fight that have been insanely accurate, Angelo. That is that's crazy.
$4.99 super chat from K Beatty. I just rewatched the cult classic Starship.
You guys gotta stop with this, man.
Jacob very strongly resembles a young Jake Busey. Is Jake Busey the big doof in that?
You guys gotta stop with that.
Is he Gary Busey's son in real life? I love Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
like fucking Gary Busey, like the big ass teeth.
He's got the same. He also looks like that other guy from that HBO show, the nerd show there. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I used to watch Starship Troopers on repeat. I love that movie. $4.99 from Kevin T3R. I'm from Cali, but been a fan for a while now. When I'm in Texas, I got to put back beers with the boys, watching some UFC one day. Love y'all. Hey, we appreciate you.
Angelo drinks wine.
It depends on the temperature outside dictates what I drink. I do enjoy wine, and anybody who hates on wine.
When's the last time you actually drank a beer, not a seltzer?
I've been drinking after every softball game, pounding them.
What beer?
There's a brewery across the street from the park. So I do. I don't do IPAs. I'll shit my pants immediately before I finish.
I don't understand, dude. Nobody likes IPAs. They force themselves to drink IPAs so they can say that they drink IPAs. They taste like grass.
They're disgusting, and I think the extra hops fuck my stomach. So I do. I'll drink lagers. Lots of lagers are easy, and like whatever typical light beer stuff like that. But I won't go
just light wheat.
I don't mind it, like a cherry wheat. If it's cold outside, Sam Adams cherry wheat. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. We appreciate you. And honestly, anybody hating on drinking wine, you're an asshole. A can of beer or a bottle of beer is like 5% alcohol. Meanwhile, a glass of wine is 15. You tell me who's doing it wrong. You clown shoe. Big Maple Bets. Remember the read on Siraj before picking Talita? Yeah, the read on Siraj was his opponent's takedown defense sucks. If he shoots a takedown, he can win. And if he doesn't, he's an idiot. And he didn't, so he's an idiot. The read was correct. It's not my fault.
We made a lot of money on stream betting. What's his name by KO?
Giannis?
That was I felt like that was the easiest read. I said that in my breakdown video that nobody watches too. I was like, I said you're playing Siraj by submission or Giannis by KO. It's very easy. That was plus 500.
It just made no sense. Like
I told you, I saw that guy kill a man. As God is my witness, I saw him fucking kill a guy, and nobody listened to me.
It's just so stupid to. He was at home. He was trying to put on a show in Canada, and it fucking backfired. That's his problem. Yeah. Just shoot a damn takedown if that's what you're good at. Thank you for the $2.79 Canadian. Patrick with $9.99. Keep the faith. Last 10-second finish incoming. We got robbed a few times the past couple of weeks. Thank you, Jacob and Angelo, for the show. What's a hype song that you guys listen to during workouts?
Yeah, Angelo, what do you listen to during workouts?
You know what song I listen to on repeat?
Get this off.
Before big tournaments. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm gonna take it off so we can answer the question and not cover Jacob.
Thanks, Patrick.
Before big tournaments and before I fought Jacob, I listened to a DMX song. Which DMX song do you think it is? Not a super popular one.
Oh, I don't know.
I would listen to it like I would pace the rest of the mats, like just listening to this to get myself worked up. And I use that same energy before I smack the hell out of you.
You know what's funny?
Guess. You're the music guy. Guess.
Oh, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of DMX.
One more road to cross. One more road to cross.
Sing as much as you know. If you listen to that all
Gotta
the time,
live my life like there's one more move to make. N-word, N-word, N-word. I can't say the song. No, that song. That song really actually does get me.
You know what happened to me?
What? I
got my haircut. In my bar, he knows about the channel and stuff like that, so he sees my Instagram stories every once in a while, whatever. So I'm getting my haircut at a barber shop, and it's I don't want to say it, but it's a barber
they also
shop,
he can say the words in the song.
Yeah, I mean, not my
Or is he
barber, but
yeah,
there
or
is,
is he
you know, it's a
Hispanic?
there's a lot of it's a real barbershop, guys. I go to a real fucking barbershop. I'm down for the culture, guys. My barber is white. It has nothing to do with he just happened to be the first time I went there and I just kind of stuck with him. My barber is
I'll take him.
white guy, but he when I was getting my haircut, because we were talking about the show or whatever, and he said, I think what you know what you should do with that guy he said the guy that you argue with in your Instagram stories. And I was like, oh, Angelo. He's like, yeah. He's like, you guys should fight sometime. And I was like, well, buddy,
That's a good idea.
you might want to sit down for this one, but we fought and it was not fun for me. I pulled out my phone and showed him the picture of me with my bloody nose and stuff. I was like, yeah, you can go watch it if you want.
We got a bunch more super chats. I'll do them after the next breakdown so we can keep a cadence going here. Next up at UFC Vegas 116, we got Max Griffin taking on Victor Valenzuela. Max Griffin 20-12 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is riding back-to-back losses. Taking on Victor Valenzuela, 13-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is making his return to the Apex after an unsuccessful Contender Series bid. We all know Max Griffin by now. He's getting old, but he's not really slowing down. He's a powerful striker, incredible knockouts. He has 8 knockdowns in his UFC career. Famously, when he fought Ramiz Brahimaj, he took the ear right off of his head. Solid grappling. He averages a little bit more than 1 takedown per fight. Lots of dog in him, and you saw that in his last fight against Chris Curtis. He was fighting his ass off. He just wasn't the better striker in a matchup that was mostly striking. Taking on Victor Valenzuela, aggressive, gritty guy. He's not very fast, but he does have some power. He loves a left to the body and then a right to the head combination, which is really pretty. He's always working forward. He's always throwing something. He's far more offensive than defensive. But in order for you to throw back, you're going to have to absorb a couple shots because he's always doing something. He does get hit a good amount. He does get rocked, but you could argue he's got a good chin because he's getting hit so hard and often, but he's not being knocked out. He has kickboxing experience. He does carry that into the cage. While he might look like Dylan Danis, he definitely can't grapple like Dylan Danis. I cannot find any meaningful tape whatsoever of him doing important takedown defense or grappling exchanges. It's like a flash here, a flash there, but not enough for me to say, oh, this guy's takedown defense is great and his grappling is great. It's a weird fight to break down. Most of Tapology is picking Valenzuela to win here. You can see here 73%. And I get it, right? You look at Max Griffin, he's 40 years old. But other than that, what's your problem with Max Griffin? Like, he hits hard as hell, good striker, ton of experience, always good cardio. Like, what's his weakness other than being old here? And I don't think the age is going to be that big of a deal. So I'm actually going to lean Max Griffin here. So 2 picks on this card already, 2 dogs. I don't know if I'm going to bet Max because he is old. And once you hit 40-year-olds, anything can happen. But Victor's not like this wild young stud that's cleaning people up. Like, he's getting hit, and if Max Griffin's hitting him, this fight could get weird. But I'm going to go with the dog. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, you know where he trains at?
Who's he?
Victor Valenzuela. And I told you guys about this gym, and I'm fucking sticking with it on this.
MMA Masters?
He's an MMA Masters guy, and when I watch him on film, I mean, if he lands, I mean, it's like I don't want to get too aggressive here because Max Griffin is 40 years old. You never know when that moment's gonna be where it's like all of a sudden they look 40. And that Chris Curtis fight, he didn't look 40 years old. Like,
he just wasn't better.
Yeah, he was tit for tat or whatever, but he was landing some good shit. He was in that fight. This guy he fought Michael Morales a couple years ago. And there was moments in that fight. He had success in that fight. I even had him as my lock of the week that week, but handled his own against Michael Morales, who's just coming off like 3 or 4 KO victories. So Max Griffin hasn't looked like 40 years old, but there is going to be that moment. But I mean, I don't see anything special about Victor Valenzuela. Like, I mean, I don't see fast striking. I see okay footwork. I don't see like crazy head movement and fucking this. I don't see overpowering wrestling or grappling. In fact, I think Max is probably the better wrestler and grappler in this matchup. And Max Griffin, if you look at his last fight, that guy still's got a fucking nice jab that I think he's going to put on this guy. He can still throw that fucking left hand in there with some power. He still looks very good in the boxing. As far as this seems like a major step down in competition from Chris Curtis to Victor Valenzuela. Like, Victor Valenzuela is going to probably get in his face and try to throw power. Maybe this is the time that Max Griffin's chin, like, gives out. Like, I don't think he's been knocked out in 10 years. Like he got submitted against Michael Chiesa or whatever, but I just think Max is the better fighter here. And with him being an MMA Masters too, like with my bias and stuff, I think that another Saturday person that's going to make us a lot of money is Max Griffin. I think you got to play Max Griffin even by KO. And because even Victor Valenzuela, he's been knocked out a couple of times. And even in the fight against fucking that Bruce Whitehead or whatever, he got like a first round, whatever. The first punch that Bruce threw, and Bruce isn't even like a overly he just looked like a normal regional guy, just threw a fucking, like a right hand, just boop. And Victor's like, poof, oh shit. Like he almost got knocked out immediately with the first punch thrown. So maybe I'm juicing Max up a little bit too much, but I'm picking him in this fight. I think he can knock this guy out.
I'm surprised. I was surprised you were on that side because he is 40, and the higher up in weight classes you go, the older being older isn't as impactful, but we're talking at 205. Welterweight being 40 can be problematic, but yeah, we're both on the Max Griffin side. And if you don't quite trust our read and you need a little extra zhuzh from the boys, you got Betsam, you got Artem, and you have Kunith also giving your picks for every single fight on these fight cards. And then Kunith, I wouldn't tail his bets, but Kunith's got bets on the board. Betsam is up 27 units on the year. Jacob is up 5 of the last 6 cards. The boys are doing the thing. Check it all out. WeWantPicks.com.
What is it? What do we, the kiwi and the fucking carrot?
Kiwi and the carrot. Kiwi and the carrot. And the kiwi was up last week. I misreported him being down. He was up.
I knew he was up
$7. Well, I had his Mark Vologden bet as a loss, but it's a draw. So I
point
accidentally
I have probably rounded up or something like that.
Yeah,
Let's see,
I have 0.07.
So the last 6 weeks, the updated kiwi and the carrot, me and Betsam were up 30 units total the last 6 weeks. He's up 19 and I'm up the other 11 or something the last 6 weeks. So
I mean, that is crazy. It's crazy.
30.
You
30
hit your stride. You quietly hit your stride because you had a Kunith-esque start to your year.
Yeah, I had 2 cards, and honestly, like if I look back, I think I even talked about it like on one of the streams or whatever. Like I don't think they were bad. I think they were bad beats. Like I don't think it's like horrible reads or whatever. Like there's a difference between like taking like an under 1.5 and it obviously goes the distance and stuff like that. But like if I think one of them was like an inside the distance, somebody got dropped, but they didn't get finished. Like it is what it is. Somebody told the whole world to bet over 2.5 on the Tanner Boser fight. What a fucking terrible. Holy shit.
I mean, even if you picked Tanner Boser, there's no way you thought it was going to go over 2.5.
That guy, even if they make it out of that second round, or was it the second round or the first round? It was the second round, wasn't it? Because didn't Tanner almost get knocked out like the finish whole first round?
Correct.
Yeah. So, but even if they got out of that round, it looked like that dude was going to be fucking like Tanner was probably just going to jump.
I don't know how he was
him
hanging on.
Yeah, it was like it felt like that was like, and I kept saying it on the stream because we had money on Tanner inside the distance and all this stuff. And that fight again, I bet Tanner. I don't mind betting Tanner because that fight was going exactly how it was going to go.
Other dude, and I was fucking sweating.
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, Tanner just fucking. It's just going to a few more lunges. Like he's going to fucking a few more lunges. Keep staying safe, and then sure enough, he landed it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the other side, but not for the striking. I thought the wrestling was going to be the difference. But yeah, check it all out. The boys have been killing it lately. Most of the boys have been killing it lately. Couple more super chats. You guys are flowing in. $4.99 from Quint Jazzadavicious. Julia, sexy as. As what? As what? Thank you, Quint. And did you see that
think she would have got in trouble with the Zin stuff?
She was on Ariel's show saying it's gum, not gum. Zin. And she wasn't saying it was gum to not be in trouble. She's like, I don't even put pouches in.
Yeah.
Which that seems like a lie. She seems like a poucher.
She's kind of a bad bitch. That was looking a little bit dicey. That guillotine was like, whoo, boy. I explained it on the stream. My white belt's packed up, but I would throw it on for this explanation. But I said that she was very fucking smart to just fight the hands immediately. Because most people that I've seen in those situations, they dive into the guillotine, but they still complete the takedown, and then they work to like address the fucking choke. Like they're in the middle of it, but they fucking go, they still complete the takedown, then they try to fight the hands. If she went and then she would have been fucking done. But the second she felt it, she was like, oh, fuck. And like immediately grabbed the hands. Because then Carini felt her address the choke and then she put it down. Like she threw her legs down and was like, oh, she's fucking got my hands now. So
her grappling is sick because even on the ground, that takedown in the second round or the third immediately blocked the foot. She blocked the foot instantly.
She knew exactly what she needed.
She learned from the mistake. Like her adjustments were crazy.
That's why I said later too, which would be great coaching advice too. You know, if somebody needs a corner man or whatever, I said, now that Carini is tired and she almost had that guillotine, instead of doing a normal takedown where you might end up in her guard again, and then it's like, oh fuck, here we go in a close round. I say you shoot that fucking double, give her that guillotine feel. You know how to get out of it. You know how to get to the side on the takedown. She's going to be a little bit more tired. That way, when you get her on the ground, you're going to be in side control or in half guard, and you're good to fucking go. Like, shoot the double. Trust your fucking guillotine defense. Get off to the side. She's going to pull it, and then you just won the fight.
Yeah. No, I mean, she did. She made the right adjustments, which was impressive. And she didn't get scared. I was worried she'd be scared to go to the ground again, but didn't bother her one bit.
She didn't give a fuck.
$1.99 from Quint. Again, IPAs are fire. Don't be a pussy. Dude, they're disgusting and they give me diarrhea. They're not good. They don't taste good.
After every time I drink it, I go.
Yeah, they're not tasty. Like, or refreshing. Like I really
like makes the back of your tongue dry.
I will really only drink beers like when it's like hot and like it's like as a refreshing alcoholic drink. Like wine's not refreshing. Beer somehow is refreshing. And a big ass glass of IPA is not gross.
In the snow, you ever done that?
Of course.
That'll change your
Connecticut.
Life.
Yeah.
How did you do a keg stand, first of all?
This was 80 pounds ago.
80, Angelo?
Yeah.
Okay.
95. And finally, we got a bunch of super chats. We'll get to the next one after the next breakdown. But finally, my parody account. Happy late birthday to the Australian painter. I love you. I don't get it. Who's the Australian painter?
You just said something racist.
Did I? Who's an Australian painter?
I didn't say Australian.
Oh. Yep. Let's get that off here. I literally am Googling Australian painters. All right. Well, I got trolled by my own parody account. Imagine the irony there. Next up, at UFC Vegas 116, we have a new addition to this fight card. We have Francis Marshall taking on Lucas Brennan. Jacob, you know Lucas Brennan lives right up the street, trains right here with his daddy in Frisco, where you live? Yes, the answer is
let me
yes.
Thank you for let me go ahead and get off with my breakdown first then. I love Lucas, man. This guy is gonna come to fucking fight. This guy is a tough son of a bitch. I mean, just look at him. Everyone's saying, oh my God, Tony Ferguson is back, cut from the same cloth, right? This guy is gonna be crazy, unorthodox striking. He kind of strikes like this, and then you'll see him kind of strike like this, and then he fucking looks like a weird guy out there, tough son of a bitch. And if this fight gets to the ground, he is going to be fucking live. This guy is a jiu-jitsu ace, can kind of play that guard game too, but he wants to get to your back. And if he does, this could be a situation again where he gets an early scramble and then gets on Francis Marshall's back. And if he's able to get on somebody's back, he's probably going to win that round. Like, he's going to throw the body triangle in. He's going to be threatening stuff to where he can't get away. I think dominates this fight. Like, fucking... No,
you're not picking him because you're afraid.
I'm not fucking out of that. Francis Marshall should be fine here. There might be in any scramble, it's going to be a little bit weird if you have money on Francis because Lucas is good and he's only like 25 years old. I mean, his pro debut was in Bellator, which is like crazy. Like, that's very, very impressive. So he can definitely be a fun guy in the UFC. Like, win a lot of fights, but opening a little bit short notice against a Francis Marshall, it's going to be a little bit tough because Francis has been there, done that, great gym. It's going to have to take down defense, and it's just going to be the better striker. So Lucas is definitely a good guy to have on the roster, but I got to go Francis Marshall. But, Saturday we might hedge a little Lucas by sub. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm all over the Francis side here. We'll do the normal breakdown real quick. Francis Marshall is 9-3 in his career, only 2-3 in his last 5, but he is bouncing back with that win over Eric Silva. Taking on Lucas Brennan, 11-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. This is his UFC debut. Francis Marshall, heavy-handed grappler. He's going to move forward. He's got decent striking. He has some power, and he's going to move, and he's going to work, and he's going to move. He will shoot real takedowns, not jiu-jitsu takedowns. And then on the ground, he's got very good jiu-jitsu. He's been training the majority of his life, traveling the world, competing in wrestling, in jiu-jitsu, and then now full-blown in MMA. He just beat Eric Silva. He needed fewer than 3 minutes to get the takedown, lock up that rear naked choke. UFC debut in Lucas Brennan. He's a legacy fighter. His father is Chris Brennan. He fought in the UFC a long time ago.
Great family. Great for the community. I live around here. Just great people.
I think I don't know Chris Brennan at all. I didn't even know like his career or anything. Josh always talks about him, and he always says like he's a great dude, blah, 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 blah. So I assume he's a good dude. I trust that judgment there. I guess he also got like
honestly, Lucas with those ears kind of looks like a piece of shit, but I'll take my word for that. He seems like a good dude. I don't know. That's a pretty mischievous fucking look there. But
I'm talking about the dad, not the kid.
Yeah,
but I guess the dad got COVID so bad that he can't fly. He has to drive everywhere. And like maybe just recently he can do like 45-minute flights and no longer. Something crazy. Like I guess it was pretty bad, whatever it was. But anyway, Lucas Brennan, the kid, obviously growing up as a legacy fighter means you've been around it your whole life. You've been training it forever. He got his black belt when he was 18 years old. He can wrestle. He can grapple. The striking is decent. And I'm pretty sure Francis Marshall is better than Lucas everywhere Lucas wants to be. I think Francis is the better wrestler. I think he's the better grappler. Maybe the better striker. I think he is the better striker, but Lucas is so long that he might be able to keep range. But I'm good with Francis absolutely everywhere in this fight. So I think the odds are warranted despite them being as big as they are. So Francis Marshall is kind of the easy pick here. And I don't mean that offensively towards Lucas. This is just a real tough draw for a UFC debut. If you need some additional insight, Jacob and I are on the same side here, but you want to see what the other boys have to say. Artem, Betsan, Kunith, the AI. We have a full-blown AI picking fights based solely off of historical information. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10. $10. $10 for every single thing. No upsell, no cross-sell, no VIP, nothing. $10, all of it. WeWantPicks.com.
How about how weird ears are? You ever think about it? Like, why aren't they just like little... They just be like just little cups or whatever, but they're like indented. They're like,
doesn't the shape help with stuff? Keep
well, I mean, clean? if you just had like honestly, if we had like just something like this,
like one of those mouse things with the
like if you think of a mouse ear, that makes sense. If you look at Lucas's ears, that makes a little bit more sense. They're just kind of forward cupping,
give me
whatever.
All the noise.
But we have like just a lot going on, and you have just unbelievable amount of hair that pours out of yours.
I don't have hairy. I'm not hairy at all. At all.
Okay.
Bald
whatever,
everywhere. $1.99 from Gucci Gill. Ange, I tried the blow drying. It's incredible. What he's referencing, and I know it's incredible. After I get out of the shower, I dry myself with a towel, and then I get a blow dryer, and I make sure everything's dry. Everything. No moisture whatsoever.
For somebody that says I'm not hairy, that's just such a weird thing. Like it's like a little towel drag, and then you're good. Like, what is going on down there? Because I'm also not hairy, so it's just like it's a little towel drag. It's just
don't want any moisture.
I do a couple towel drags and there's no moisture. It confuses me what's going on down there.
Well, Gucci tried it.
Are we talking rainforest? Are we talking about like
there's no
the
hair.
Appalachian Mountains? Are we talking about like the big timbers up in the Northwest? What is going on down there?
Yeah, it's like a huge smooth
desert
tree.
Like a what?
A big smooth tree. Just a giant, like a huge hot dog. Smooth. And you blow dry it. $4.99 from Kevin.
Wait, you're blow drying your dick specifically? I thought you were talking about like your gooch.
Oh, everywhere. Bone dry. The butt, the underneath, the middle. Oh I don't like spread out the pee hole. That's fine.
Oh,
everywhere else totally bone dry, and you never feel cleaner. I'll tell you that. Putting on underwear when you're already dry, it's very nice.
That poor
Kevin T3R $4.99. I'll get Big Ange to slap the wine bag. I drink wine sometimes. Whatever gets you to the promised land, boys. And then he does the jiu-jitsu. I've never played slap bag. I know what it is, obviously, and in college people would do it, but I do drink boxed wine. Like there's no fancy.
It's a good looking guy.
If I'm not drinking boxed wine, it is a good looking dude. Is that him though?
I think that's him. That's a random picture, not to be him.
Yeah.
Neck vein.
It's not okay. Relax. It's Jacob's gonna start drinking some wine right now. He's be slapping something, just not a bag. I do drink boxed wine, and if I'm not drinking boxed wine, it's because we're out or it's a work trip, and that's too embarrassing to do in front of other people. But I love boxed wine. Bodo Box Nighthawk Chardonnay. That's my go-to. You can put it on ice. Thank you for the super chat. $1.99 from Jason the G. Ange works out the Spice Girls. So tell me what you want. What
Jason's the one that's donated. He's probably gifted a few hundred memberships at this point.
It's funny because thank you, Jason. I got an email today being like, hey, I got gifted a membership. How do I access the picks on the website? And I think people do
get confused with that sometimes.
Yeah, I had to explain. It's like,
I try to be clear on the stream, but
there's YouTube
always
calls
a few
it membership.
Fucking retards.
No, this dude was super nice because he was very appreciative. So, but yeah, I did have to explain that. Thank you so much for the $1.09. Some people don't understand sarcasm. I'm getting an email being like, I used to love you guys, and now Jacob made fun.
It's so funny.
I get that a lot.
One of my favorite people on earth. I don't know why is fucking Bet Sam. Like I fucking love dude everything. Like the way that he responds to my messages, like he like fucking like big dogs me, like when I DM him or whatever. Like he doesn't have the time of day, like just heart sitting, like fucking moves on. Like, and I fucking love it.
Oh, he doesn't respond, man.
Like not all of them, but there was like one or two messages before where he's just like, or else like right at this big thing, he's just like, thanks, man. And like doesn't like really engage with it or whatever. Like it's like he's just like responding to fans or whatever. But I fucking absolutely love it and stuff. Like I FaceTimed him on the live stream last or the 2 weeks ago or whatever, because I just fucking love. If you guys don't love Ben Sam, he's like just his sense of humor is just like so like unique to me and stuff. He's such a unique individual. But when I love people, I fuck with them. Like I love Angelo. Like I fuck with them. Like I just like I try to piss him off or whatever. I make fun of him. Like that's just what I do. And do you remember when he was on like the call-in show when I was doing that?
He was like, I'm leaving.
I was like just give him a hard time, like because I just like it. That's just what I do. That's just my nature, whatever. And I was giving him a hard time, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna leave. I'm out of here and stuff." I was like, "No, dude, I'm just fucking with you, dude." But even like that part of him, like he's just such a unique individual. I fucking love Bet Sam, dude.
No, Bet Sam's a good dude, and Karma's obviously heading his way with what he's doing with those bets.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
We got some more super chats here, but we'll hit those after the next breakdown. Next up, at UFC Vegas 116, we have another new fight on this card. We have Jafel Filho taking on Cody Durden after Jafel's original opponent dropped 17-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that rebound submission win over Clayton Carpenter, taking on Cody Durden, 17-10 in his career, 1-4 in his last 5. On a very unfortunate 4-fight losing skid. Jafel Filho, fast-paced guy. He's going to engage in a firefight. He's going to work in some takedowns. He can get wild with the striking, but he's fast. He throws heat. The takedowns are good. The submissions are spectacular. He can do all the things. He's extremely dangerous, and he just submitted Clayton Carpenter, taking on Cody Durden. Cody Durden's a pressure wrestler. He's averaging about 4 takedowns per fight. He comes forward. He throws a million shots. He stays in your face. Nothing can get him to back up. And he shoots a bunch of takedowns. If he's successful with the wrestling, he's got good pressure on top, and he's striking there too. If he's not successful, he'll just bang it out on the feet. Cody Durden has no chin whatsoever, but that doesn't stop him from engaging. He's not afraid. He will move forward, and he will get into a fight. He just lost a close, fun back and forth to Nyam Termendenberro. This, unfortunately for Cody, is one of the easier picks on the card. I am going to go Jafel Filho. There's a couple of big favorites on this card. Jafel is, to me, the far better fighter everywhere. He's the pick. I didn't even have to think about it. But the one and only thing that worries me a tiny bit is Cody is a very good wrestler, and he will get takedowns. He's definitely going to take down Jafel. It's just a matter of, can he keep him there without getting subbed? And how many times can he take him down? But Jafel's going to have the better jiu-jitsu. Jafel's going to have the better hands. Jafel's going to have the bigger power. Cody's going to try to overwhelm him with volume and wrestling, and certainly it could work for him because there was a chunk of time there where Cody had a bunch of spectacular wins, and then the fall off was steep, and it sucks because he's an exciting guy. This is probably his 5th loss in a row. I hope the UFC keeps him around because This dude's willing to fight anybody, anywhere, and he's never been in a boring fight. I just don't think this is going to go his way. I think Jafel's just honestly better everywhere. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, people, I don't know how anybody can hate, and it is going to be like more glazing and stuff like that, but I don't really give a fuck because the weird like hate for Cody Durden and stuff like that for him, like, oh, what's he doing on this fight card? And what's he doing? Like, look at what he's done lately and stuff. We talk about all the time of like, these are the type of people that you want. Like, these are the type of people, like, every fight that he's in is fucking, like, pure fucking chaos, dude. Like, he steps up to the plate, short notice, and will fight anybody. Even last week with whatever, when, what fight dropped or whatever. He's like, I can be there tomorrow. Like, he was trying to get... He was trying to get that fight and stuff. Like, he is down to fight anybody, and he fights like a fucking, like, he fights how you want people to fight. He's going to come forward with the boxing. Maybe he mix in some wrestling, but he really wants to work the boxing. And if you go down his record, he's had, you know, a lot of losses lately, but that Tagir fight, we had Tagir, that was when he was my lock of the week. Both these guys have been my lock of the week. Tagir's got the, get your toes out the fence, get your toes out the fence, keeps his toe in the fence. I was driving me insane. Bruno Silva, he was beating the fuck out of Bruno Silva. Walking him down, the boxing looked clean, and then boop, he gets caught, whatever it is. Joshua Van had success in the first round, then starts slowing down against the fucking champion. Jose Ochoa, that was pretty back and forth in the first round a little bit. Then he gets knocked out. It is what it is. Alan Nascimento. It was fucking, he was about to be 30 seconds. He knew I can outbox this guy, and he was about 30 seconds away from TKOing Alan Nascimento, and then he gets clipped and he gets submitted, whatever it is. And the last fight was pretty competitive as well, and he does show incredible submission defense. Even that Alan Nascimento submission, like, he knows what to do in all these submissions, and that's what Jafel Filho is, a fucking unbelievable grappler. And I was on this guy as my lock of the week before. I've been a big fan of Jafel with what he does. He lost against Alan Nascimento, but he wasn't even supposed to fight. Like, if you're seeing that L and you're like, you know, he was not even supposed to fight. He got bit by a spider. He was sick as shit. He said he couldn't even walk on one of his legs during fight week and still was doing okay in that matchup. He has been hurt in a fight before, but that was more to the body. You know, Cody's going to be live to do anything. If Cody comes in and just lands some nice shots and whatever, I wouldn't be crazy surprised. But I don't think the wrestling is going to be there for Jafel. Jafel is a very, very high-level grappler. You saw even off his back against a really good guy in Clayton Carpenter, what he's able to do. And I think Cody Durden's submission defense is really going to be put to the test on this one with Jafel working offensively. But, you know, on the feet, Jafel will throw heavy. He's not just all, you know, wrestling and grappling or nothing. He will throw heavy, and when you're throwing heavy, you can leave yourself some opportunities. So on the stream, I might play a little bit of something random on Cody, but unfortunately, Jafel's just, his grappling is like really, really fucking good. And he's going to be a guy in this division. I've been talking about him for a long time.
It's practical jiu-jitsu too. Like, he's not, he's finding submissions. He's creating space. He's sweeping. It's not just like nonsense jiu-jitsu that's there and doesn't get you anything.
Yeah. This guy was, you know, a lot of people say that Amir Albazi was one of the better wrestlers, grapplers in this division. He's had a grappling match, and he kind of smoked Amir Albazi in like a pure grappling match too. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all over the Jafel side, as is Jacob. This is I have no doubt in my mind this will be a fun fight. Unfortunately, it's probably 5 losses in a row for Cody, but he's a young enough dude. He's exciting. Hopefully, they just keep him around. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? You know, you put him on a card. He'll put on a show. He's not super old. Like, you know, they're not throwing him any bones lately, but it is what it is. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, we've got a whole bunch of them on the website ready to go, not just for this card, but next week's UFC Perth. The week after that, UFC 328, and then UFC Vegas 117. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's freaking $10. $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple super chats. $1.99 from T3R. Kevin. Well, we appreciate it. It didn't come with anything, but this one did. $4.99. Rumor has it Jacob moved to Frisco thinking it was San Francisco with a bunch of rainbow emojis. Treat. There you go.
That's what they call
I fucking love Rice-A-Roni, dude. Rice-A-Roni is so good.
The San Francisco
treat. I love that stuff. Oh, man. But we didn't eat it often, but when my mom made that, I was like,
breaking news. I love carbs.
Who would have thought? Oh, $5 from Jacob Line 606. Is Angelo going to talk about assaulting his Uber driver and being kicked off the platform.
Whoa, what?
It was a female driver.
What? Jacob with a 5 spot. What is that? Is Angelo going to talk about assaulting his Uber driver and being kicked off the platform? It was a female driver. Yeah, what is going on here?
Listen, I did somehow get kicked off of Uber.
Uh-oh.
It had nothing to do with an incident at all. I don't know what it had to do with. Last Thursday,
sure, it's just a random. Yeah, it happens to me.
Or last Wednesday.
Can somebody type a 5 in the chat if you ever been randomly kicked off of Uber without a back of the head to your driver?
I could find
you drank so much you don't even remember what happened. That's how bad this has gotten, Angelo. You blacked out and you got kicked off.
I called an Uber at 6 o'clock in the morning last Wednesday to go to the airport because I had to fly to North Carolina for work, and I order it, and then I just get a pop-up notification saying we can't process whatever, call customer service. So I just all right, close the app, open the app, try again. Didn't work. Close the app, open the app, try again. Didn't work. Fuck it. I got to drive. So then I started driving to the airport, and I called customer service. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, do you have another device? Your account is fine, but we have banned that device. And I was like, I've had this iPhone since it came out. You got
banned off your burner? You got one for the plug and one for the low?
It's just my regular phone. I'm like, I've had this iPhone.
2 phones.
I've had this iPhone since it started. Like, what the hell? This makes no sense. And like, well, do you have another device you can use? I said, no, I have one phone. So then they're like, all right, submit submit your response in the app and we'll escalate it.
Yeah, so they're going to respond with just the dash cam video of you fucking just railing off on this guy with puke on your shirt, hot dog hanging out of your mouth.
6 o'clock in the morning. So then I fill out the thing.
Did you guys know that when he was in high school to get like from lunch to when he was back home, that he would line his gums with salami that he would suck on during class in the afternoons? Sometimes he'd go upper and lower of salami to get through till he got back home. Okay. True or false?
Very false.
Okay, yeah. I randomly made that up.
Sure. All right, Angelo. I'm petty enough to just make up this elaborate story.
That sounds like something I would do. Yeah, fucking come up with something so funny and clever.
So anyway, I went back and forth with customer service there, but I don't think any of it was a human. I kept getting, hello, in order to protect the whatever, please send a screenshot of all the cards associated to your account. I need the last 4 digits in your name. Did all that.
You're about to get scammed. You're about to get scammed through all this. You're calling some random number and you're about to give away all your... Yeah.
It specifically says block the first 12. I now use Lyft and DoorDash. I'm done. I don't know what happened. I'm done. I don't have a second phone. I'm not going to use it on my computer. I did test it on my computer.
Phones.
I tested it on my computer and it works. So like my account is not paying. They just decided my phone is a problem. And I don't know what the issue is. So fuck them. Worst customer service in the game.
I think it's not even remotely close. The FBI's on your phone right now.
I think what happened was because the guy I was with with work, he was using Uber. We have company credit cards, and he was getting, when he would open Uber, it would say, your previous payment didn't go through. Do you want to submit it now? And then he would. So I think it's just something with the way the work credit card works or something. I don't know. That's the energy ones.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor, NZE. Boy, when I'm feeling down, when I need that little boost of energy, but fuck it, man. I don't feel like walking to the goddamn cafeteria and see all those fat. Hey, excuse me, and see all those fat fucks sitting there still eating their lunch at 1:30. Should have been back to the office half hour ago. Okay, I don't want to have a little cooler or drink a warm drink because it's been sitting on my goddamn fucking dumbass desk. I sit at 40 hours a week. I hate my fucking life. Okay, I just want to pull something out, bam, and get a little kick. Woo! That's why I reached to NZE. These little pouches, and boy, did they taste great. This is strawberry kiwi. It's going to be your energy pack. They also have just some for focus. It's got 50 milligrams caffeine per pack.
They're not an actual sponsor. It's against the law to pretend that they're a sponsor when they're not.
If you'd like to sponsor us.
Yeah, there it is.
I got you.
And that was
sales pitch.
That was a demo of the pitch. And the only reason I know The only reason I know it's against the law to pretend that you have a partnership.
We were sponsored by Ford a few months ago.
The only reason I know, not true. The only reason I know it's against the law is because who was that former Army Ranger that was in the UFC, whatever. He got caught with some stolen valor and his sponsors dropped him, but he didn't remove the sponsors from his like videos and stuff like that. And they were like, we will fucking sue you. We are not sponsoring
like
you.
If you're like being, they don't want to be associated with
correct
everything. But I think,
but it's actually against the law. It's not,
I think NZE would love a sponsorship. You're truly the Sally patches. We can get some Sally pouches going.
Tim Kennedy, that's right, dude. My summer project was to blast out Zins, but it goes. I could not build up the tolerance. It goes straight to my head every time. Now there are some ones
chewed like 3 times in my life and puked my brains out 2 of them.
The Tucker Carlson ones, I don't think they're his, but the ones that he sponsors, I forget the name. It's a weird name. Those ones, great. Doesn't go. I don't get the head rush. Next up, at UFC Vegas 116, we have Mayra Bueno Silva taking on Michelle Montague. Mayra Bueno Silva, 10-6 in her career. A very unfortunate 1-4 in her last 5. Also riding a 4-fight losing streak, taking on Michelle Montague, undefeated in her career, coming off her first UFC win. Mayra Bueno Silva, if you ignore the skid and you just look at her skills in some of the fights, she's a good fighter. She got decent power, tons of kicks. She'll charge forward. She'll throw bombs. She's got good grappling. She's very dangerous on the ground or on her feet. She's one of the more dangerous women in this division, but she is coming out that 4th loss in a row. This time it was a striking showcase on the other side. Taking on Michelle Montague, relative newbie to the scene. She's 7-0 on paper. Doesn't have a ton of MMA experience, but she has a very long list of accolades in both wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And you could say, well, the striking's there if she needs it, but the striking is more than if she needs it. She moves forward and she just absolutely bombs away. She throws heavy punches. She has no problem engaging. She will work in the wrestling. She will work in the jiu-jitsu. She's good everywhere. A very good prospect, very real skills. She is coming off that first UFC win where she had 5 takedowns and 11 minutes of control. And this is a Michelle Montague pick all day long. I think she absolutely gets this done. I'm not worried about anything, frankly. Mayra's not going to catch her in a submission. Michelle's too good. Mayra's not going to knock her out. Michelle's got a good chin, and she could take this fight down whenever she wants to. Michelle's the pick. I'm very confident. I think she should have the same odds as some of the big favorite boys. Very straightforward for me. What do you think, Jacob?
Tell me if you agree with this one, Angelo. This is Jazz versus Carini, except Michelle is probably a little bit better than Jazz as far as like wrestling. I think she's just a little bit of a better grappler. Like maybe not the pure wrestler and stuff like that, but they both kind of suck on the feet. They both been kind of hurt on the feet. Michelle, even in that last fight, was getting dropped a couple times, but should have the wrestling. And Mayra Bueno Silva, I think, is a little bit of a worse version than Carini. Like she'll do the same type of stuff. Like she'll threaten the front chokes. She'll go to her guard. She'll be kind of active on the guard. She'll be a little bit more dangerous maybe on the feet, but it just feels like the same thing. But Michelle, the gap is just a little bit wider. Like Michelle's probably going to get the takedowns. Bueno Silva's comfortable off her back. And just whether she can look like she's scoring enough. And maybe Michelle comes in a little bit too aggressive and gets dropped again. And this time she can't recover because her striking defense is fucking horrible. And she got clipped a couple times in the last fight. So it does... there is a fucking little pause for concern here before you're putting her in every single parlay and stuff like that. But just like the Jazz fight, Jazz finally got the takedowns where she needed to be and then just dominated the fight. The same thing would happen here. I could even see Michelle getting the finish. So she's definitely probably deserving and could look every bit of minus 360, minus 400, minus 450, minus 500. Stream Saturday, we'll probably play her second, third round finish because when she does get on the ground, she is fucking hunting for finishes. She's not a fucking lay and pray usually type of girl. So I like Michelle here, and Bueno Silva, ever since she kind of popped for steroids or whatever, it's been kind of interesting little dynamic there.
Yeah, I mean, this should be Michelle. I agree. The striking defense isn't spectacular, but she doesn't strike very long. It's just bang, shot, wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. She will move forward. She'll throw heavy. She'll get in your face, but that's really just to set up the takedown. So Michelle's the pick. I'm pretty confident there. Jacob and you and I have picked every fight so far. Right? We haven't deviated at all.
You thought that Brenner kid was kind of a loser piece of shit, and I was like very positive about his opportunities. But
all right. Well, in this fight, we are aligned yet again, but it ain't just me and the big dog here at WeWantPicks.com. We got Artem, we got Betsam, we got Kunith. We have an artificial intelligence, a robot, picking fights with remarkable accuracy. Check out every pick, every bet, every tool, the fight simulator, the optimizer, all of it. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member top. It's freaking $10. $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple more super chatterinos. $1.99 from Gods 9116. Rumored Oklahoma City event in July. Will you guys attend? Maybe. I don't know. I've never been to Oklahoma City. So maybe. Oklahoma City's pretty close. July is also International Fight Week, which I don't know if I'm going to that, but maybe. So if I go to an event this year, it would be either a local one, which we don't know if there's going to be any in Texas, or potentially International Fight Week. Just got to see what gets announced and what that all looks like. But Oklahoma City's pretty close, and I've never been. So, yeah. Very real possibility. $4.99 from Pete the Heat. Pete the Heat is a real fighter. I think you sent an email or a DM, because I think I remember saying, if you're a real fighter, reach out. And I think you did reach out. I get 300 emails a day, so I may have missed that. I thought I looked at, I don't know. But thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. And Pete the Heat is a real fighter, so good luck to you and your career. And if you did email, shoot another one. If you DM'd, that is long gone. I lose track. Oh my God. I lose track of all DMs. Gucci Gill, $1.99. Jay, are you really gonna live for the 3 a.m. card next week?
I don't know. We'll see. Undecided.
Yeah, we appreciate the super chat. That's
2 a.m. for us.
That's a big decision to make, because that fucks up 2 days, not just one. 2 days. That ain't for me, dog. $1.99 from Rico MMA Casual.
Thank you, Rico. Thank you, Rico.
You must have done something messed up to get banned. No, literally nothing. I honestly think, because they said I violated the terms of service, and I said, which term? What is the issue? And then they kept mentioning, please send us these validations for fraud. So I'm like, all right, it's probably the company credit card. Maybe something happened with that. And I just kept getting the same automated responses. I kept sending the screenshots, and they would send the same automated response. I never got an actual human to look at the account, so fuck them. And on top of that, I was paying the $10 a month for Uber One or whatever. So fuck them.
I get credit.
DoorDash and Lyft for life.
Have you used Lyft? I've never used Lyft.
Yeah, it's actually better. And I'm not just saying that because I'm scorned. It's better because Uber lies to you. Uber will say, we have a driver 4 minutes away. And then you order the ride, and it's like 18 minutes. So they're fucking full of shit. Where Lyft doesn't do that.
I used an Uber today. It was a very pleasant experience. And I appreciate them reaching out. Shout out Uber. You can use code We Want Picks. Sign up.
I'm going to try that.
Do they even have codes like that?
I don't know, but someone's actually going to try it.
I did use an Uber today, though.
Nice. I've never had a bad Uber. Well, I've had drivers with the car's too hot or stinks or whatever the fuck. But I've never. My
you
rating
had a better rating than me. I'm the most pleasant person.
4.94.
Dude, yeah, I'm the most pleasant person. I always crazy over tip too. Like fucking, especially when I'm in Vegas.
They don't know your tip when they rate you.
I know, but fucking when I'm in Vegas and the Uber XL, I don't fucking cause
4.94. Look at that.
Yeah, mine's a 4.91.
Which I wouldn't have a 4.94 if I did something.
So it's how are you, when people get in the car, it's well, there goes 6 months of the length of my suspension. You're causing damage to the fucking 4.91. I don't know if it's going to focus.
So not as good. And you're not verified. I'm verified. I pay $10 a month.
Maybe that's
and I have a high rating. And they were just so quick to be like, see ya. And I guarantee they instituted some AI nonsense. I guarantee it.
I saw people on YouTube are getting killed at that with
I see it all over Twitter.
Yeah, faceless channels are getting demonetized, and the repetitive, if you do the same thing over and over or something like that. So I'm gonna have to really be on my P's and Q's, not repeating all these fat jokes.
Well, dude, I got when you were live on Saturday, I got hammered with you got age restricted in the first 5 minutes. Then I got that.
It must be from the music. It must be from the music.
No, it says regulated goods. It's the gambling for sure. It's the gambling. You got age restricted in the first 5 minutes, and then it continued to send that. You kept getting hit with age restrictions, which is like, you already did it. Like, are you raising the age? You have to be 85 at this point? What's the problem?
And it got taken off immediately because of one of the songs, but we trudged.
Oh, that was when the video was just completely banned.
Yeah,
for the copyright, but that's fine. YouTube has a feature where I just say,
I do it for the people.
Remove the
I
audio.
risk everything for the people.
We have some more super chats, and we'll get to it after this next fight.
Oh my God.
Next up at UFC Vegas 116, we have Sedriques Dumas taking on Jackson McVey. This fight was supposed to happen back at UFC 317, and it didn't. Do you remember why it didn't happen, Jacob?
Dumas could not get his fucking
ankle monitor
house
removed
arrest
in time. Yep, that's right. A judge would not be able to remove his ankle monitor in time to fight. And yet this man is still on the roster. And you may say to yourself, well, he must have a bunch of wins. It's the John Jones, right? He's such a good fighter. We ignore the horrible things he's done in his life. No, this guy can't find a win to save his life. He can't win. He's terrible. He's 1-3-1 in his last 5, and he's doing nothing but getting in trouble. Somehow 10-4 in his career, taking on Jackson McVey, 6-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's looking for that first UFC win. Listen, SD Dumas is not very good at fighting, but he can do all the things, right? He's got okay striking. He'll shoot a random takedown or two. The jiu-jitsu is actually pretty horrendous, but he can go through the motions, and there are some general skills there, but he's not great at anything. Jackson McVey, somewhat similar, but he's a young guy. He's looking for that first UFC win. He's pretty big at 6'4". He'll get after it. He'll use big, long teep kicks to manage range. He's got a busy jab. He'll try to back you up. He's light on the toes, the good footwork. The submissions are okay. He uses his length to snatch things up. He did just lose to Zach Reese, where the striking actually was pretty good. He was having some success, but he just could not keep that fight standing. I don't know how SD is still on this roster. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. He has literally more court cases than Jackson does MMA fights, and he's not winning his own fights. I don't know why
Seems
so
like
many
he's
people
winning his court cases, though.
Is he getting stuff tossed out?
I don't know. He's still here.
I mean, that is true. You have to win a few if you're still amongst regular people. The thing is, he hasn't had a real clean fight yet in the UFC. I'm not accusing him of steroids. Clean as in, we haven't seen him come in here and execute a game plan well. We haven't really seen him with a full fight camp. It's just always some random circumstance. This is a real fight camp. This fight was on the card already. I am interested to see what happens. I'm going to lean Jackson. A lot of people in the comments, so obviously not the Tapology community here, that's 68% of people are picking McVey, but a lot of people in the comments are loving SD. Just absolutely loving him this week. I think you've just jumped to the conclusion that Jackson sucks. I don't think Jackson sucks. I think Jackson just had a couple of tough fights. A couple of really tough fights in some weird circumstances in his UFC career. I'm going to pick Jackson McVey. I think he's the better fighter overall. And if he could just weather whatever early storm there is, SD does have some quit in him. And as long as Jackson just doesn't get into some weird trouble early, I think he can survive. I think he's got the better jiu-jitsu, and I think he can make something happen. So I'm picking Jackson McVey here. Minus 190 is a lot for somebody who's lost 2 in a row and can't find a win in the UFC, but sometimes you're just betting against the opponent. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm with a lot of people that I saw on X, Twitter, whatever it is, that, you know, this fight's a fucking disaster, man. I don't know what kind of SD is going to show up. He's looked good. He's looked bad. I mean, he actually looked like he might be like somewhat of a prospect coming off that Contender Series fight. It seemed like he had grappling, wrestling deficiencies, but he talked about like he wants to improve on that. And you saw him all of a sudden, he was starting to offensive wrestle and grapple even in his last fight and stuff like that. But the way he kind of went out in that last fight was I mean, there was really no game plan. There was really no, let me just see if I can get a takedown, and then I don't really know what I'm doing after that. It really seems like he's kind of stalled out in his progression as a complete UFC fighter, as an MMA mixed martial artist. Like, it almost seems like he's almost like going down at this point in his career. And yeah, Jackson McVey's had a couple, tough outings and stuff, and he almost put away Zach Reese in that last fight and stuff. But I mean, this could be maybe Jackson McVey comes in and he's at MMA Lab and he's a little bit more polished of a fighter and comes in and does what he almost did to Zach Reese, which is kind of make this fight in the clinch and start banging these elbows against SD. But, you know, he can be taken down pretty fucking easily. And SD has shown that he can take people down. So the people that are like playing a little bit of money on SD, like fucking, I think Saturday, I think the value probably is on SD. I'm going to pick Jackson McVey, because I just think he probably is the better fighter, and so I got to kind of rely on that. But that's a value play. If SD's just randomly just getting a takedown and laying there, he's probably gonna fucking win this fight. So we might play SD on Saturday. We'll see, maybe something. But I mean, this is a pretty fucking sloppy fight.
It's extremely sloppy. I am going to be on the Jackson McVey side. DraftKings Fantasy, $8,700. I mean, you just got to look at it and be like, does SD get finished or quit in this fight? That's if you're gonna do the 7,500 for SD, then you really are trusting wrestling. Like, he had Dante Johnson in that cradle, but he didn't even know what to do with it. He just held that, didn't let go, didn't know what to do with it. Yeah. Outside of that, it's not like he's like a wrestler.
And it wasn't even like a real. I mean, it was a real submission, but he didn't try to fight that at all.
He wanted a way out.
He just Well, no, I think it literally was like he just doesn't know what to do. Like, he just felt it around his neck and was like, oh, like he should have just like, I can't remember the position exactly, but I think he just kind of like roll out of it. I mean, the hooks weren't even in or whatever. Like, the second he felt that on his neck, it was like, he was like, oh, fuck, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be, I mean, it'll be an interesting fight. I know SD's trying to turn his life around, but like, if it was just a bunch
it's a good match. I mean, if you are trying to, if SD is locked in, he probably should smoke Jackson McVey, but it's a good matchup if he's locked in, honestly. But yeah, you know, you just have to see it before you do something with it.
Yeah, and only time will tell, honestly. And it's like, you know, it's not like he was arrested a bunch of times for some victimless crime. There are victims in all those alleged crimes. So, you know, let's be easy with the. Somebody's commenting he's a nice guy. It's like, he's not a nice. I bet he's not banned from Uber, honestly. And it's kind of astonishing that I am. Because what the hell did I do? Nothing.
You just don't remember, just not remembering isn't a defense, Angelo.
I would show you the chat.
You can't kill somebody and be like, oh, I don't know. I didn't remember doing that.
No. I guarantee it's the work card, because that's when I tried to call the Uber, because we Ubered dinner the night before. No problems. But then when I went to Uber the ride, same account on my phone.
Do you think it's because you overworked those poor Uber Eats drivers that they just fucking banned you from the Uber part of the app? They're like, these guys are getting fucking worn out going to this guy's house 10 times a day.
And I tested my account from my computer. I can call an Uber right now from my computer. It's my phone that they banned.
You can say whatever you want. No sense. I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
I am saying whatever.
You know the truth.
I don't know the truth. I don't know what happened. That's the frustrating part.
One day you might figure it out. You might have a dream.
They're not going to tell me. It's a bunch of AI bullshit, no humans.
That's why you guys need fucking dash cameras.
This wasn't ride related. Anyway, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. We have a $50 super chat from
Oh, look at this one.
In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France. The White House reception committee greeted the prime rip roast minister, and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like a dude the cha-cha. What the fuck? What is this? In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France. The White House reception committee greeted the prime rip roast minister, and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like it do the cha-cha. Are you good, dude? What the fuck is that? What does this say?
I don't know. Try to read it faster. I don't know.
In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France. The White House reception committee greeted the prime rip roast minister, and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like to do the cha-cha. I don't know what the fuck this is. Is this from Bruce Almighty? That's what they're saying. Is that what this is?
Yeah, when he's like controlling it's Steve Carell. And I like do the cha-cha. And my tiny nipples go to France.
Why did you type it so incorrectly?
I had to copy and paste it.
Oh,
So that's what it was on
like,
the site.
Oh.
That might have been the best $50 I've ever spent in my life.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Next up, at UFC Vegas 116, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Rodolfo Vieira taking on Eric McConico. Rodolfo Vieira, 11-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He did just get knocked out by Nickel. Taking on Eric McConico, 10-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off his 4th knockout.
Thank you for
loss.
the 50, Jacob.
Thank you for the 50, Jacob. Trolling your own channel. Rodolfo Vieira, freak athlete. This guy was a BJJ nightmare for a lot of people, world level BJJ guy. The striking's there. It's not really full of power, but he does his 1s and his 2s, and there's where they're supposed to be. His hands are going. They're defending. Like, his striking is technical, and there is some volume, but it's not good, as odd as that sounds. But he will shoot a blast double right up the middle, and on the ground, he can be a problem for a lot of people. He did just get knocked out by Nickel. Taking on Eric McConico. He's a solid grappler in his own right. He's pretty comfortable striking. Ultimately, he is looking to close the distance, grind fights to the ground. But even though he wants fights on the ground, he doesn't always force them there. He will engage in the striking for a while. If he does get a fight to the ground, he does a good job passing through positions and finding control before working into submission. He did just get knocked out late in the 3rd round by Sangor, where he was having a good amount of success leading up to that. I get that Rodolfo's the favorite. I'm going to pick him. He probably should be the favorite here, but Eric McConico isn't awful, and he's won a couple of fights he shouldn't have won. I think Rodolfo is probably the better fighter, definitely the better grappler, but he is a little older, and Eric's not young either, but Rodolfo's got like fight miles on him. The way he was just knocked out by Nickel was very different than the way Eric was knocked out in his last fight. I'm going to pick Rodolfo here. I'm not quite as confident in him as others are, because if he starts shooting takedowns and doesn't quite get them the way he thinks, this fight could get weird and he could get desperate. But Rodolfo's going to be the pick. I don't even know what to do with this round line. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this line is priced like Rodolfo didn't just get like flat. I mean, he was put out fucking cold against Nickel. Like, if that didn't happen and he came in kind of like a normal Rodolfo, pumping out his jab, mixing the takedowns, but not really forcing it and stuff, and just being who Rodolfo Vieira has been, like, his striking has really, really improved. Like, we saw kind of the, what's his fucking name that just looked incredible against the Russian dude, and Rodolfo beat him. I can see him, but I can't fucking got the close eyes together. He lost a bunch, but he got the guillotines. He got another fucking with the close eyes, the Darren Till, the black Darren Till, the fucking, what's his fucking name? Why can I not think of his fucking name? Who the hell
you're talking about?
Why can't I think of his fucking name? Well, Rodolfo fucking beat him and basically beat him with the fucking
Tresean Gore?
Yeah, Tresean Gore. Like, literally beat him with just a nice striking jab and stuff. If that was the Rodolfo coming in, minus 250, minus 300, fine. Like, that is what it should price be. But we know that Rodolfo, in coming into the UFC, was kind of a head case. Like, he talked about kind of being afraid of fighting, like kind of like not wanting to be in there and stuff like that. And now coming off a big KO, I think it's going to be better for him, because he might force the wrestling a little bit. But again, like you said, like, if he's not able to really get the takedowns like he thinks he is, and all of a sudden he's like kind of scared on the feet again. Eric McConico was having some decent success against that young kid before he got knocked out as a big dog. So Eric McConico looked kind of dialed in his last fight. I want to be all over Rodolfo. If he does get the wrestling going early, he might look like the old Rodolfo of, like, I mean, he's really high level fucking, I mean, he's got one of the best nicknames of all time, the Black Belt Hunter. Like, that is fucking, like, he is like a high level fucking dude. So if this turns into a jiu-jitsu match, he should smoke Eric. But if he can't get there and things get weird, it's going to be hard to trust Rodolfo, who really kind of has a jab to kind of fall back on. It's a good jab and stuff like that, but if this starts turning tit for tat, this is probably going to be a close fucking split decision type fight. So I'm on Rodolfo as a pick, but, you know, I'm hoping that he can just get the grappling going probably.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you. I'm glad we're on the same page here. We're too aligned, honestly. I'm glad we're on the same page here, because I saw the line.
We got a lot of different picks. Am I just getting caught up in the moment here?
We've agreed on basically everything.
Yeah, I'm not getting caught. Let me make sure.
I'm mesmerizing you. I'm just making great cases for these guys. You're like, yeah, actually, you're right.
Oh, we were against Alencar and Polastri. But that was the only one so far.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you hit the wrong pick on that one.
Didn't
we
I
only
pick
have 3, 4. Oh, we have like half the main card is
Oh,
different.
there we go.
Stay tuned.
And the main card is next. But I do think Rodolfo Vieira can win this fight. So does Jacob. I have not spent the minus 300 on him, but others have at least bet on this fight. Check out every pick, every bet, every tool. Just go to WeWantPicks.com. You click the little become a member button at the top. It's freaking $10. You love it. You keep it. You hate it. You cancel. It's $10 freaking dollars a month. And that month includes UFC 328. And then let me send you some money. We don't just ask or take. We send as well. I'll send you $50. The only thing you need to do to get that $50 is go to this URL. You go to this URL. You sign up with any one of the affiliate links. You make a deposit. They're going to pay me a one-time commission. And then I'm going to turn that around, slice it, and send some of it right to you. See how easy that is? They get a new customer. I get money. You get money. We all win. Go to this URL, sign up, make a deposit, get yourself paid. We also have a whole suite of tools on the website. I sit here, I brag about the greatest offering this space has ever seen. And that's what it is. And we've been constantly improving. We're on the 4th iteration of the greatest
Listen
offering.
up, bitches. You fucking pussies. I said it in the beginning, but in case you didn't fucking hear it, do me a fucking favor. We'll just challenge you right now. I'll challenge you right now. If you're not a premium member, fine. Don't sign up this week. I don't care. Okay? We'd love for you to join us. If not, just do me one thing. Put your $10 on your fucking dumbass parlay, on your bullshit fucking parlay, your 10-leg parlay. And if it hits, fine. Okay? Go on your way. Get yourself a nice fucking steak dinner or whatever it is. But if it doesn't, how about instead of doing that again? What do they say? What's the definition of insanity? When you just repeat the same thing over and over expecting a different result? Instead of the fucking dumbass parlays. When you miss it again Saturday, come back next week. We'll be locked and loaded ready for you. Give us your $10 then and become better.
There we go. And here's the 4 fight cards you'll unlock if you decide to do it this week. You'll get this card, next week's Perth, the week after that, UFC 328, and the week after that, we go back to the Apex for another spectacular featherweight matchup. It's $10 freaking dollars. There's no upsell. There's no cross-sell. There's no packages. The only time you would ever spend more than $10 is if you decide to buy an entire year for $100, which is a discount, or a lifetime membership for $300.
Use
We want picks.
Our tools. Trust your reads. That's a thing, Angelo.
I forgot
I'm
you were
telling
trying
you,
to.
that's a
I
thing.
forgot you were trying to
use
fucking
our
correct it.
tools. Trust your reads. Use the tools, guys.
I forgot you were trying to do that. You want to open up? We got to open up a couple of cards here. You ready to open up a pack? I got 2 packs ready to go.
You're about to open up a fucking pack?
Let's do it right now. I don't know
Oh
how
my
to do
god,
it.
I'm actually fucking juiced up for this. You've never
I
even
don't-
opened up. You were Mr. fucking. You got to figure it out. Oh, good. Oh shit.
Oh, how do I change the? Maybe
Uh-oh.
I can just do it right in this little window. We'll do it right in this little. We'll do it right in this little window. All right, let's.
It's not on the screen though.
I didn't share it yet.
Okay.
Here, it's on the screen.
Because you used to be Mr.
All right, here we go.
Anti-open stuff, but here we go. Hold on. And by the
We
way,
gotta
do you
set
know?
the
Do you know what
stage.
you can get?
No, I don't know shit about shit.
You can get. So these are the packs from Home of the Fight. These are
Home
the packs.
of Fight. There's no
Home of
the.
Fight. Sorry.
And yeah,
Drop
at
the duh.
collectibles, at collectibles,
Just Facebook.
at collectibles.com. It's basically gambling for sports cards. You buy a pack.
And this is
you don't know
sponsored. This
what's
is
in it.
sponsored, but it's actually a pretty
Correct.
cool thing.
Yes. Maddie Betts reached out and was like, "Hey, I know Jacob loves.
It's not
opening
as
cards.
it's not as cool for you, but for me, it's actually fucking. I love this shit. I fucking love opening fucking cards. I told him if you guys had never, I spent probably like, Angelo, it was probably like almost $10,000 in fucking UFC cards. We were pulling boxes during the streams. We were doing special box opening streams and
You
stuff.
had-
I
yeah.
got so many fucking cards packed away with the fucking my owls taken to the fucking Hogwarts right now. But I love opening cards. This is the same thing because these are digital openings, but it's actual cards.
It's a real
Like,
card.
You
You can-
open a pack,
yeah.
you open a card, and you can get like I think the most expensive one's like a $1,500 Chimaev card or something like that. But it's going to tell you the immediate buyback value. So when you open it, you can immediately just sell it back for whatever it's worth, either more or less. Like
Keep
the pack or the
money, yeah.
opening is $60. So some of them are going to be like 30, 40 bucks or whatever, but some of them are going to be a few $100s. You can immediately sell it back, or You can get it sent to you. Like, you can get the actual card sent to you. Now you can own that card if you think it's going to rise in value and stuff like that. So it's actually really fucking cool. I fucking love it. I can't believe it. I didn't know we were doing this.
Yeah. It's like trading stocks, I guess. All right, here's these are $60.
These are $60, and we could be opening up a $1,500 chim I have right now. I'm fucking locked in, dude. I don't think you understand how excited I am.
Or I could end up with a $10.
It could be not good, but we're going to be positive.
All right,
we're going to be positive. Wait. Let the chat guess who it's going to be. Put your guesses in the chat. Give it about 10, 15 seconds.
It's Angelo clicking, not Jacob. So whatever my karma is.
Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, we got a Tuivasa. I wouldn't mind Tuivasa. Hopefully he gets a fight in next week.
That was a winnable fight too.
Strickland, it was the only winnable fight.
All right, here we go. Open the first
I'm clicking the button.
I got to zoom in here. I got to look in. It's exciting. They have a nice little animation too.
All right, I'm going to click the button. Open now. All right, let's see what we got. $60. Oh, there's a noise.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. We're getting excited here. This is like CS:GO. Come on.
$46 card.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'll take a Bo Nickel.
That's not bad.
I like Bo Nickel.
I mean, coming off, we were just talking about him coming off that big win. The buyback, is
he's
40.
Allen,
so the real
local
value is 46. He paid 60 for it, but there's some fucking. That's an investment card there.
Yeah, he can be a world champ. Somebody guessed.
That's a PSA 10, so that's the highest graded card that you can get. So it's already in the thing. It's already graded and everything. Yeah.
Okay,
it's kind of
we're
exciting.
gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
I'm not.
I got, by the way, we opened them Saturday. We'll open some more Saturday as well. I got Wei Lee and Kopylov. So not great, not a great start, but you know.
Wait, how do I go back? Repacks. Here it is. I zoomed all the way in for my packs. All right, here we go. We got one
Last
more.
One. Here we go.
You ready?
Now.
All right. Here we go.
Because usually you have to pay to get it graded too, so you got to take that in consideration.
Oh, to a place and stuff?
Yeah.
If I get a card I like, I'm taking it. Like if I get a Glover to share card, I'm taking it.
Oh my
like,
God. What do you want?
Mail me the physical card. I'll take I would like, here we go. I would like a card of somebody I know personally.
Okay. Did you know there's somebody on Twitter that keeps doing it until they get a Parker Porter? That's your boy.
I have a Parker Porter card right here in my office. So if I get one, I actually would love
I think you're about to get a Bilal Muhammad.
Let's get a Parker Porter card.
I think you're about to get a Bilal. Here we go.
Here we go. Somebody I know personally. Let's go. Lock in. $138 card.
Hey.
$138 card?
That's a little surprising, but now you're up money, dude. You're fucking locked and loaded.
We have $120 worth of packs, and we have $180.
That is a random one to be worth that much fucking. I guess because it's like a red refracted type of thing.
This shit. I'm selling this one, right? I don't give a fuck about this card. I just made money.
Yeah, buy more packs. Yeah, buy more packs with it.
Yeah, that was all. That was easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys,
yeah, you had much better luck than I had, but just calm down because I'll be relax, okay?
Guys,
people are saying sell it immediately because he's coming off a fucking knockout loss. Whoa, careful. You don't want this information to come up.
Yeah, I am going to, because I would rather sell this. I mean, $140? This is nice. I'm addicted.
There you go. I'm addicted to you. Remember that song?
Yes.
All right, let's move on. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you, Matty.
Shout out, Matty Betts. Shout out.
Yeah, we'll do that every week. Jacob will do it on the live streams, but that was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Wait, off screen, can you sell them and buy another pack real quick? Do it real quick. You're off screen.
I closed out the window. I'll have to.
No, do it. No, please do it. We got to do more.
Next time you're talking. Next time you're talking.
Okay, please. We got to do one more. If you can do one more, we got to do more.
All right. Next time you're talking. There we go.
Next up, we've got Marcus Buchecha, the Brazilian high-level black belt, versus Ryan Superman Spann in an exhilarating fight in the heavyweight division. Marcus Buchecha, 5-2. 5-2 in his career. 2-2 and 1 in his last 5, and an unfortunate fucking 0-2 in the UFC. Ryan Spann, he's a veteran in this game. Superman Spann, they call him Superman. He is Not white like Superman, but he is still the Superman. I'm more of a
What, dude?
Batman.
What?
Batman type of guy. 23-11 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. Coming off a big submission. That's the submission. I don't have notes in front of me, but I think the arm triangle or no, the guillotine submission against, what was it, Lucas Brzeski or something. And guys, Angelo has a script. I don't have anything in front of me. I got nothing in front of me. This is going to be a fight that, Marcus Buchecha is either going to get the takedowns and do his jiu-jitsu thing, or he's not. Marcus Buchecha coming off, I guess it was a draw in his last fight because of a point deduction. He lost 2 rounds. I don't think this guy's very good. I don't think, even when he's gotten into the positions that he's supposed to get in, he hasn't looked overly dominant. He looked terrible against Boudet the second the jiu-jitsu takedown stopped working. He was like pulling guard and stuff and looked like he has like no real backup plan. And in that last fight versus Kennedy, he was very lucky that fight was stopped 2 different times. One because of a nut shot, one because of an eye poke, because if it wasn't, that dude was getting finished. He was fucking tired, even with like a few minute breaks twice in between the fight. Like he was on his way to probably getting fucking finished, I think, at the end of that second round. Then Kennedy kind of got tired his way, in his own way. But, I mean, maybe Marcus is able to get those takedowns. There's a lot of love for Marcus Buchecha because people just kind of hate Ryan Spann for whatever reason. But Ryan Spann knows what the fuck he's doing. He understands, hey, this guy all he's really going to do against me is try to shoot a takedown and stuff, defend a takedown, punch this guy in the face. It seems like a pretty easy game plan to me. I'm going Ryan Spann here. I was surprised that he's the dog because Buchecha should be 0-2 and hasn't looked fucking UFC level at all. Like, at all. Like, there was no moment where you're like, wow, this guy looks like he could be at all. Like, and I've seen Ryan Spann fucking look great at times. So, give me dog money on Ryan Spann all day. I don't give a fuck.
I also picked Ryan Spann. I don't need to do the whole spiel. Jacob did a good chunk of it. Marcus Buchecha was like a world-level jiu-jitsu guy. One of the best wrestling heavyweights
like a 16-time champion or something. Like fucking, like unreal accolades.
Yeah, I've seen him get smoked, but by like Craig Jones. He's like a very good grappler. But that's kind of where it ends. He's tough. He takes his beating, but he came into the UFC, didn't do the things that he was supposed to do. And Ryan Spann is a little unreliable. He doesn't have the best cardio in the world. You don't quite know what he's going to physically look like, what he's going to do. But I know he can knock people's heads off. I know he's fought some of the best fighters in the world. I know he's gone to war. I know he's got random submissions out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's got jiu-jitsu. I mean, he showed off good offensive wrestling and stuff. It's not like he's a guy that's going to come in here and be clueless, like, oh, yeah, Buchecha's just going to take him down and fucking choke him out. Like, maybe that happens, but Ryan Spann knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, I picked Ryan Spann the other day. And I'm picking him again now. I'm taking a look at it. It's like, well, one of these guys I'm 100% sure is a bona fide UFC fighter, and the other one's
there's
just
a lot of love for Buchecha this week.
I think it's hate for Spann because Spann's a little unreliable. Like he'll go in there and just like Waldo Cortez.
At least we've seen him be good at times. I haven't seen anything from Buchecha.
And he's beating the people he's supposed to beat. Like he looked like shit against Waldo, but like Waldo's clearly very good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's doing. Yell. Did I yell?
Yeah, get away to me.
I'm on the Spann side. Jacob's
like Buchecha. If Buchecha just kind of gave up on his life, like if he loses fight, gets cut, and just kind of like eats his life away for the next 3 years, that would be you. He would turn into you.
I wish I had his jiu-jitsu. Mine's not nearly as good. Takedowns are probably better.
I thought it was good. I thought your jiu-jitsu was very good.
Thank you so much.
Your top pressure is incredible.
That's you could thank Tiffany for that. That's all the biscuits and gravy. Jacob and I both on the dog side here. Ryan Spann, we do have bets on this fight. Jacob in particular has a nice bet on this fight. And if you want to see what those bets are, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member top. It's freaking $10. You unlock.
All right, get to the card. Get to the card. Did you buy them?
Ready? Yes, I did. Every pick, every bet.
Yeah.
WeWantPicks.com.
I can't stand up. I don't have pants on.
$1.99 super chat. MMA Brody says Buchecha is god awful. Spann gets a knockout. That's the hope. That's the hope for Jacob's bet.
Spann's another guy that could. There's a few fucking savvy veterans that could be making us a lot of money Saturday. I'll tell you that. This is randomly weird. It's a good matchup card. So there's some names on here and stuff, but it's a pretty good matchup card.
It'll be a fun card. I'm
all
looking
right.
forward
Get to the
it.
cards.
All right, we have another card to open here. I sold that pack that we opened, that random one.
You buy two more cards?
I bought one more pack because the resale was like 119 or whatever. So let's see what this is worth.
Here we go. You didn't even give us time to marinate. You just hit.
Sorry, you're right. I just clicked it. Come on. You fucked me. $56. Randy Couture.
That's not bad, dude. A $50 card.
I'm gonna keep this one. This one I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna
take card.
How do I get the physical copy? This one I want the physical copy.
Get the thing off the screen before you start clicking around.
Yeah, all right. I'll figure that out. I'm gonna get the physical copy of this card. That's a cool card.
Yeah, it's a cool card.
That's not a card you'll get in a pack today. A 2009 Topps card. That's what's cool about these repacks is they are repacks. They're inventing these packs. They have a stockpile of cards. They're putting them in packs, and then you're randomly opening them, and they're randomly assigning them. That's actually really cool. I'm keeping that one. That one I want the physical copy of. Quite the endeavor. Matty Betts, thank you.
I'm not. Yeah, I am moving, but it was go to the beginning of the stream. I was recruited into Hogwarts, and we talked about it in the beginning of the stream.
Yeah. Hufflepuff. Next up, at UFC Vegas 116, we got Montel Jackson taking on Hani Barcelos. Montel Jackson, 15-3 in his career. Quite the career, but he is 4-1 in his last 5, coming off of that underdog. He was the favorite, but he lost to underdog Davison Figueiredo. Taking on Hani Barcelos, 21-5 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak into a career resurgence. Montel Jackson nickname is quick because his hands are quick. He's got power, he's fast, and he could really make something happen. He's a good wrestler as well. At one point in his life, he was looking to be on the Olympic team, made it to the Olympic trials. He's coming off that unfortunate loss to Davison Figueiredo. And it's a problem because he was kind of pushed around. He was a little bit bullied, and he didn't quite get his hands or his wrestling going in that fight. Taking on Hani Barcelos. He's a little older. He's definitely aging, but very well-rounded guy. 5-time Brazilian national champion wrestler. The hands are decent. The cardio is very good. He's very good everywhere. He's definitely slowing down with age, but he seems to be gritting through it, gutting through it, and making it happen. He's coming off of that win over Cody Garbrandt, which makes it 4 in a row. All 3 of Montel Jackson's losses were because he could not defend takedowns. All 3 of them. Brett Johns took him down 8 times, and he rocked Brett in that fight. Still took him down 8 times. Ricky Simone took him down 7 times. When we break down Montel Jackson, even though he's a good wrestler, we do need to be weary of the fact that he doesn't seem to be as defensively sound in the wrestling as he is offensive. And that does worry me here. I'm going to pick him because he's younger and way faster. And I think that's going to matter here because if he's able to touch Hani and get in his face and light him up a little bit, then Hani's takedowns will get worse and worse and worse. But he wasn't able to do that against Figgy. And I'm worried he won't be able to do it here. I'm going to pick Montel Jackson, but I'm staying very, very, very far away from bets. This could literally just be a carbon copy of that Figgy fight. It could be the exact same thing all over again, except Hani's actually a better wrestler. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised for the love for Montel. Like, I even saw it in the chat right now. Like, Montel's like this free dude that's just going to, I guess, knock out Hani Barcelos. And Hani has been clipped before. He's even been kind of rocked in fights that he's came back in one. If Montel's able to land his speed and power like Montel should, obviously he can hurt a guy like Hani, but -1, this feels like a 50-50 fight for all the reasons that you mentioned. Like, if Hani all of a sudden decides, hey, I'm just going to fight him like fucking Peyton Talbot. I'm just going to fucking out-wrestle this guy for 3 rounds. He has those fucking abilities. Now, it's a little bit different probably with Montel because he can fight long. He is kind of in that southpaw stance, which is just a little bit different, even for the striking and stuff like that. Hani has been fighting kind of smaller guys like a Ricky Simone, like a Cody Garbrandt. So it is going to be a little bit different in the striking. I am going to pick Montel because I think the speed and the striking is going to be there, and he's supposed to be a good wrestler. Like he's supposed to be like almost like I think like the Olympic qualifier. Like he went for the.
That was my whole. You really don't listen when I talk. You really don't.
I listen to some, but so Angelo's talked about his wrestling and stuff like that, but he can't get taken down, and he's coming off a fight where he like just like froze. Like it was like he just. Everyone's just like, come on, Montel. Like, fucking, you just got, like, you're fighting Figgy. Figgy has known to slow down in fights. Like, put a little bit of pressure on him and win this fight. And he just didn't quite do enough. And you always know that Hani's going to be doing enough. Like, Hani is not a fucking pussy. He's not a bitch. I had Christian Quinones in my lock of the week versus Hani. Hani's talking about like he blew out his shoulder in between rounds. I'm like, oh, we're good to go. And all of a sudden, Hani comes back and wins that fight. So that dude's a fucking dog. He will be going after it. I think he's probably going to walk into something at some point, but I mean, this feels like a fucking like minus 125 for Montel or something, not minus 200, and not fucking, seems like a lot of people put him in like a lot of parlays, and it's like, yeah, pump the brakes on that a little bit. Let's have a little bit of love from my boy, Hani.
There's a couple of older fighters on this card, Hani being one of them, but only one of the old fighters has actually looked really old lately. Hani's not one of them.
Do you know the stats I put on the whatever is there is 5 I put on X is there's 5 fighters on this card that are favorites coming off a loss.
I did see
one of them. Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Well, and the problem with Montel's loss is it could look just like this one. Like it could be the same fight. He's afraid of the takedowns, and because he's afraid of the takedowns, he's not letting his hands go. And if he's not letting his hands go, all that does is give Hani the space to move. Like that's it. If you're not throwing shit at him, he is just going to move forward and look to wrestle. So you need to just let your hands go. So it's definitely, I'm not touching this fight, but others have. There's a lot of, because he is so dangerous, and people saw Hani get knocked out by Umar Nurmagomedov years ago, and they're like, yeah, he's chinny and he's old now.
Yeah. And he gets wobbled. I mean, that's why I picked Montel because it's just, I'm not all the way over there with a lot of people.
Yeah, it's definitely it's an interesting fight, and it's a pretty fun fight. And if you want to check out every bet that we have, not just for this fight, but every fight on this card and future events as well, we already have bets on the board for UFC Perth. Check it all out. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10. You unlock every pick, every bet, every tool instantly with one click. There's no upsell. There's no cross sell. There's no weird packages. WeWantPicks.com.
You like that little spiel I go on though, don't you?
It's definitely a great alternative, because it is hard to come up with new ways to articulate just how little $10 is.
Here you go. I got one. Hey guys, don't be fucking retarded. Go to WeWantPicks.com and become a premium member.
Hey, $4.99 super chat from American Darter. Next, Lennon.
You got it, man.
Yeah, it only took the third time.
Which one do you think he is in that picture? Because I know.
It's got to be the far right. You don't post the picture if you're the guy in the middle.
He is kind of fucking out angling all those dudes.
Yeah. Ange, I'm sending you a custom blade for $328. Jacob, you got to tell me what you want. LOL. I support every Saturday, even when I work, but I don't know what you like.
A custom blade? What does that fucking mean?
I assume like a knife for cutting and eating.
I'm supposed to know what kind of fucking... I eat hot dogs, dude. What the fuck? The only thing I have ever cooked for myself of any type of level was I air fry New York strips sometimes. I air fry them to cook them. I don't know. Are you talking about a fucking type of blade as knife that I would know? I don't know.
I think he's just talking, man. What do you like?
It. I like that
he
guy.
Likes
I just don't know. He must not know who the fuck I am.
Well, you haven't had the hot dog. I almost plowed Portillo.
I've seen people go to Japan and make their own blades. It's fucking really cool. Those Japanese blades are fucking
like hitting the things.
Oh, they fucking
like hitting the hot metal.
Design it, yeah. You do. You just spend like an afternoon. It's like a blade. And you get to take it home on the plane.
That's cool. Well, thank you, American Darter. Very, very appreciate. And how can we help you? Are you promoting something? Did you change your name because you're trying to start some dart league? Like, if we can help you, let us know. We're happy to help.
That must have been a St. Patty's Day picture.
They all had I already got rid of the Celtic.
They all had green on, yeah. I'm a big fan of no green and just kind of accepting the pinches.
Okay. Next up, At UFC Vegas 116, we have Davey Grant taking on
Davey Grant
Martinetti.
looks like a guy that walks around without green on and just likes to be pinched. Looking at you. I don't have green
Davey
on.
Grant
And then he looks at
like,
he says, I don't have green on, and that's how he looks at you. Like just
Davey,
waiting for the pinch. Like, come on.
He definitely pretends to be the leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day. He also definitely walks around holding mistletoe around Christmas time. He tickles his nephews. There's a lot going on.
He's the where's my hug type of guy.
Yeah. There's a lot going on behind those eyes. A lot. There's also a lot of names in Martinetti. He's Adrian Luna. He's Juan.
He's
Luna
Martinetti
Juan.
an Italian name?
It's none of it makes sense. The first, the middle, the last. There's two firsts. None of it makes sense. But we're gonna call Martinetti.
Yeah, he's a fucking Martinetti.
Davey Grant he looks like a kid from Jersey too. Does that not look like a kid from Jersey?
Whoa!
I
thought we were gonna get this whole podcast like fucking something slinging off the tongue, racially charged like that. But here we are.
It's not racial. Jersey
Okay.
is a state,
Hey.
not a race.
Angelo's thoughts and opinions are not of my own.
Okay. Davey Grant, 15-8 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 years, coming off that loss to Charles Jourdain. Adrian Luna or Juan or Adrian Martinetti, 17-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, making that UFC debut. Davey Grant, not great at anything, but good at a couple different things, right? He's got good volume, good pressure. He's got good footwork. He's very skilled. He's got high fight IQ. He has no chin whatsoever. He does have some random grappling. Davey Grant's been around for a long time. Davey Grant's pretty old. He's been in some wars. The chin's not quite what it used to be, but he does have very good fight IQ. And at this point in his career, some veteran savvy. Taking on Adrian Luna Martinetti. He is in the other half of that Contender Series fight, the wild one from last year. And even though he's only 135 pounds, he's actually pretty long. And he used that length, both striking and grappling. He's got good volume. He's always looking for a finish.
Got to blow dry that length.
Sometimes he can get overextended and cracked, but he's got a good enough chin. He will shoot some takedowns as well. On the ground, he'll snatch some things up. He's a fun
looks
guy.
like he could be like the Spanish Superman.
The Clark Kent. You're saying he looks like...
Yeah, what would, instead of Clark Kent, it would be what? What's a good Hispanic name for, like, not Clark
Hector
Kent?
Sosa.
Whoa, Angelo. Holy cow.
That's not
you
terrible.
get one rate, you get one.
Hector
We start
Sosa.
headed down. Oh, God. We start heading down the race thing, and you just fucking die. You ready to dive in. Just put everybody
Hector Sosa sounds like the name of a South American news reporter.
South American?
Where's he from?
Whoa.
I don't know what
ask
flag
somebody
that
where
is.
they're from.
You can ask
What are
somebody where
you?
they're from.
Hey, I'm looking at, I'm talking to you. Hey, buddy. What the fuck are you, buddy?
What are you? Listen, guys, I'm going to pick Martinetti here.
Why are you talking funny?
I don't know why Davey Grant became the favorite. Genuinely don't know why. It must be because Vologden lost, so you guys are convinced that makes Martinetti suck. Even though Vologden had a decent outing and he just lost to a very good, very established UFC fighter that would also beat Davey Grant. Martinetti's got insane volume, so he'll out-volume Davey Grant. He's got very good wrestling that if he needs it. He's durable. He's younger. He's faster. He's all the things. I get Davey Grant's a decent, well-rounded fighter, but he is full washed. We have broken down a couple of different 38-plus-year-old fighters on this card. Davey Grant is objectively the oldest of all of them as far as fight years and chin is concerned. I love Martinetti. I bet on him when he was a favorite. So to see that he's an underdog right now is absolutely insane to me. I don't know what's moving this line. I had this exact same energy last week when everybody was obsessed with Gilbert Burns. And I was like, guys, it's not going to happen. He will have no success whatsoever. Davey can have some success here, but he's not going to have the same volume. He's not going to have a good enough chin. He's going to have to use the old man strength and just hold Martinetti against the cage the whole time. And I don't think he's able to do that. Martinetti's the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, did you mean to put that in the chat, by the way? Looks like you were trying to text Tiffany or something.
Oh, yeah. What did I put in the chat?
It says, I have such bad diarrhea. I wish Jacob would stop yapping so we could end this stream.
I don't remember. That must have been a thought to text situation.
It says Angelo Bodetti. I have such bad diarrhea. I wish Jacob would stop yapping so we could. Yeah, there you go.
That's definitely a picture of me and what I look like right now.
David Grant looks like he just said that. Hey, I've got bad diarrhea.
David Grant looks like he's telling a kid on a swing that right now. Hey, kid.
Oh, Angelo.
It's not the best
whoa.
fight. Yes, correct.
Jesus Christ. We're always just having a good time, and then you just take this thing to a fucking dark place.
Absolutely.
Golly. Did I break down this fight? I don't remember.
You didn't. No, you just started talking about God knows what.
Here's the deal. Adrian Luna Martinetti is supposed to be the prospect. He went to war with whatever, blah, 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 blah. This guy is a wrestler. This guy is a grappler. That's what he wants to do. Does he have striking? He's got striking. Is it sloppy? It's fucking sloppy. Does he come forward relentlessly? Yeah. But he was getting dropped by that fucking twerp, our little sweet baby boy. Our sweet baby boy was fucking him up early in that fight because his striking is it is sloppier than a lot of people think. And you've got a real veteran here in Davey Grant that will throw some fucking heavy ass fucking shit. And I don't think his takedowns are very good. And when I do see his takedowns and I see his grappling, even on the regional scenes and stuff like that, it's not like overly dominant in my opinion. Now, we watch this guy, Davey Grant. He's been caught in some submissions before, and you're going to see a lot of submission losses and stuff like that. But as he's gotten older, his submission defense, his grappling has actually gotten better and better, in my opinion. So this is going to come down to, I think, that Adrian Luna Martinetti is either getting those takedowns, and he looks like he should or whatever, and that's probably why he was the favorite. But I think the line flipped because people are realizing, like, okay, we got caught up a little bit in his last fight. He went to war. He won that war, whatever. It was a draw, whatever it ended up being. No, he won the fight. He ended up winning that fight and stuff like that. But his striking was sloppy. He wasn't really getting the takedowns in the control. Davey is a veteran. I think that's why there's a lot of sharp money coming in on Davey Grant. I actually kind of agree with these odds. I think he should be the favorite. I don't think Martinetti's takedowns are going to be anything for Davey Grant. And maybe he's overwhelming him in the striking and landing something heavy, but he leaves himself exposed a lot. And Davey Grant's a good fucking striker. I mean, I watched him in Tampa against a guy that was supposed to come in and box Davey Grant's ears off. He fucking outboxed the shit out of Ramon fucking Tavares, whatever the fuck his name is. Really embarrassed my fucking pick on that one. But Davey's a fucking savvy ass dude, and I think he's the better striker, honestly.
Yeah, listen, I can kind of get some love for Davey. What I don't get, and you can see it here in the chat, just rabid obsession with Davey here. It is crazy.
These Davey Grant looks like he just said, "Hey, brother, give me the toast, give me the potato, split that baby open. I want 4 scoops of beans. I want fucking 4. Don't give me the skimpy wimpy till I want 4 scoops of beans on my toast. I want 4 extra scoops of beans on that fucking tater."
What's crazy is it feels like 80% of this chat right now is on Davey Grant and firmly on Davey Grant, when 60% of the general public is on Martinetti. So either these people are
the idiots. Did you hear Jai Herbert talking?
I was shocked. You
can't. I can't know how about that we won. I can't know how about that we won. What do you think about that performance? What do you think about it? The second week, I picked Angelo. Listen to this. I picked him all week. I told everybody all week that he was the better fighter. Obviously, he almost lost that fight, but I was very high on Jai. I said Saturday we're probably going to bet on fucking Jai Herbert. He opened his mouth to the pre-fight. I think I'm gonna in this fight. I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna really be aggressive and knock this guy out. I heard that bullshit and I said, okay, we're loading up on Nalo. His accent cost me hundreds of dollars.
It was I was shocked because we've obviously seen him fight before and heard it just.
Well, give me $100,000. I want some more beans. I'm gonna get pallet of beans with my $100,000.
It was impossible to understand. He needed subtitles. he needed the translator like that time.
They should have brought Bisping. No, Bisping wasn't there. How funny would it have been if Bisping, like Felder was there interviewing and Bisping was the translator between Jai and Felder? The Philly dude's like, what the fuck is this guy saying?
that actually was a jump scare for sure. Jacob and I split. If you need a tiebreaker, we've got it for you. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Use the AI as a tiebreaker. We have an AI picking fights based solely off of data. Use one of the Kiwis as a tiebreaker. Use Kunith as a tiebreaker. We've got tiebreakers.
Kunith's actually great. He has good
his picks. Are great.
Yeah, it's crazy that his bets have not been good because his picks have been like really good.
Yeah, translating that, like, that's not always the easiest thing to do. You know where he messes up because he chases props, like so-and-so by finish 2 units. Like, dude.
He gets aggressive.
Yeah. But I mean, it worked for him.
It's live by the sword, died by the sword. Like when he starts hitting it, it's gonna go. He'll go on a fucking 20-unit run in 3 weeks at some point for sure.
And didn't he have the +2? When did he got screwed out of a +2,000 parlay? I forget what fight.
Yeah, that was
2 weeks ago, or was it Horth that screwed him? No, that was 2 weeks ago that he got screwed.
Was it Taco? No, because that was a
it
draw.
Was
no, because that would have been great as a loss. What was the other one that somebody got screwed on that one?
I forget. It was some screw job, +2,000. Anyway, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. $2 super chat from Fat Belly Films. I was on Jai too, bro. I lost that easy dog bet.
Literally the whole time on the stream, I'm like, dude, get Jai's better. God, telling you guys. And then he opened his mouth and I said, I'm not betting this guy. And then I was so mad at the chat because the chat was all over Nalo too. I mean, the main card parlay that they voted for, I think it was all the favorites or whatever, so they didn't have Jai. And it was Gucci Gill was like, what would your main card parlay be? And I said, well, it'd be all the favorites, but I would have Jai in it. And that's what fucking hit. And I didn't even bet it. I put $100 on their dumbass fucking parlay, and mine would have hit for even more money. Fucking assholes.
Typical chat, man. They're all over Davey Grant here too, so that'll let you.
Sharp though. They're sharp. A lot of sharp.
Thank you for the super chat.
There was a nice correlation between the sharp people in the chat and premium members. I didn't notice that. Usually, a lot of the sharp people are like, "Yeah, I'm a premium member."
I would assume because if you've gone the extra step to become a premium member, you care enough.
Yeah, some people don't actually give a fuck. Some people enjoy losing money all the time. Good. I know. This week's gonna be the week. Yeah, some people are fucking retarded. I get it.
Next up at UFC Vegas 116, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Rafa Garcia taking on Alexander Hernandez. Rafa Garcia 18-4 in his career, 4-1 his last 5 on a nice little 2-fight win streak, taking on Alexander Hernandez 18-8 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak. You might remember Alexander Hernandez's last fight ended up being canceled last minute because of some suspicious line movement. He was a huge favorite all week long. Then the day the fight flips dramatically. He becomes a big underdog with no explanation. There was no injury. The weigh-ins were fine. There was no explanation whatsoever. And it was so dramatic and such a big swing that they just pulled the fight. The UFC's like, we're not dealing with Isaac Togarrian again. We're done.
And the craziest part about that is, and I'm going to interject here, but I think is his fight, it got weird and nobody knew what happened. When Rafa fought a guy that the day before got hit by a fucking car, nobody knew.
Yeah.
This guy got hit by a fucking car, and that somehow didn't leak to fucking anybody. I still had I had loaded up bets. We were at Noche. I had loaded up bets on Jared Gordon. We're sitting there. He's warming up. Gets to the ring. We're like, what's that fucking knee brace? What's this fucking knee brace? It looks like he bought it at CVS. What the fuck is going on here? And then after the fight, he's like, yeah, I got hit by a car. My knee was fucked up.
What? Yeah, he got hit by a car. The night before, he got hit by a car.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He said he did. The car drove over his foot, and it stayed on his foot, and he pulled his leg, like, to move.
He said he literally said my knee was fucked.
Yeah, and his knee twisted. That's literally what happened. It was absolutely insane. So we got Rafa Garcia and Alexander Hernandez. I mentioned that fight was pulled, but clearly there was nothing wrong because here he is fighting, and they let Michael Johnson.
They asked him about it today. He was like, "Yeah, they cleared it up," and they asked, "Are you still in contact?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "As far as I'm concerned, it's fucking done." So,
well, and there was early rumors that he had a hand injury and one of his teammates leaked that, but I think that was proven to not be true either. So it was literally just
there was so many people that were telling,
just
I think you,
FOMO
me, and
line
whatever,
movement.
like he clearly had a hand injury, dope ass, whatever.
I think it was literally just FOMO. Like the line moved a little bit, then everybody's like, oh shit. And then they jump on it, and then the line moves. This fight's a little different because this line has also moved, but this has moved slow and steady. I saw somebody did a whole reel for engagement saying Alexander Hernandez with a suspicious line movement again. And he was a minus 150 favorite. Now he's minus 125. And he dipped all the way down to like plus 100. It's like when that happens over the course of a week, that's not suspicious. That's normal. When it happens on fight day out of nowhere and you go from a huge favorite to a big dog, that's suspicious. Rafa Garcia, he's a grindy kind of guy. He's going to move forward. He's going to get in your face. He's going to shoot takedowns. He is going to get tired, but it's not going to stop him. He's just going to continue doing what he's doing. He's just going to do it much more sloppily. Alexander Hernandez, the superior athlete in this matchup. He's fast. He's clean. He's got good power in his hands. He's got good speed, decent takedown defense. He's got plenty of cardio. As long as he lets his hands go, Alexander Hernandez can be a problem. Sometimes he just doesn't let his hands go. I'm picking Alexander Hernandez here. I think he wins this fight most times. And the only hesitation I have is the fact that he can be a little gun shy. He doesn't always let his hands go. Sometimes he'll wait and then wait and then wait. But when he lets his hands go, things are happening, including in his last couple of fights where he's just been knocking people left and right. So I'm going to pick Alexander Hernandez here. I think minus 125 is a great deal. Rafa's good. Rafa's tough, but like I'm looking at a younger, faster, more athletic, more technical striker versus just kind of a really gritty guy. And Alexander Hernandez can be in a dogfight. So Hernandez is the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I was all over Jared Gordon coming into that fight versus Rafa. It just felt like it was a pretty good matchup. What the hell are we doing with this graphic, buddy?
Oh, whoopsie. We'll just leave it right here. Whoopsie. You know what that's from?
I can't wait for this one.
No, I'll let you think of it. It's from the 90s. Whoopsie. Continue.
Buddy! Get off the scale. That's your movie. Get off the scale. I was all over Jared Gordon in that Rafa fight because we just saw Rafa against like a 40-year-old Vince Pichel. Like he almost fucking lost. He probably should have honestly lost that fight. Looked like he was kind of caught up in the moment. And Jared had looked great recently and stuff. I've always been kind of anti and hesitant on Alexander Hernandez. I mean, even in that Diego fight, Diego was like minus 500 after the first round. Didn't really look that good. Knocks out like a Chase Hooper and stuff like that. He definitely has, I'll give him credit. He figured out, and this honestly is a lot of credit to him, because a lot of fighters just keep doing what they think they should be doing, and they don't fucking change even when they start losing, and they just stay the same fighter, and they just assume it's going to work, and they fucking never have a career. Alexander Hernandez realized, hey, I can't fucking bully everybody. Like, I can't come in here and just do this crazy pressure. I'm not going to knock everybody out. I got to start taking my time. I got to start using my footwork and stuff like that. And he's actually been a lot better fighter. And what I do like a lot as well that I heard this week that I didn't know, it might have came out whatever, was in that Fajeda fight, he had like a shoulder, like he came in like with like a little bit of a shoulder like issue and stuff like that, that he was able to work through and find the shot. And credit him, he ended up getting the knockout. But he should be the better fighter here. Like I don't think the takedowns of Rafa, which that's really kind of his bread and butter. Maybe start later. We'll get to Alexander Hernandez, but Alexander Hernandez has turned his game into like a nice footwork, left and right, moving around, kind of touching and going. And he should be the better striker. I mean, I know Rafa was, knocked out Jared Gordon. That was just kind of standing there and stuff. But Alexander is a hard guy to trust. It was my biggest battle so far this week of do I bet him, do I not bet him and stuff. Minus 150. I kind of waited to see the line where it was going. I think Alexander Hernandez at minus 125 is very fucking hard to ignore. I mean, he looks like he's fucking locked in, dialed in. Good performances, and Rafa, he got the win last time, knocked out Jared Gordon, weird circumstances, looked bad against Vince Pichel. I think Alex is the better striker, and, I think he can withstand the wrestling. So I think it's a hard number to ignore at this point, minus 125 for him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he should, outside of Rafa just being tough and a bully, Alexander should be better everywhere. Faster, cleaner, probably more powerful with the hands. His offensive wrestling isn't as good, but he's so fast and the defense is solid. He should be fine. So yeah, I'm with you.
And he does get, I don't know if you talked about it or whatever, but he
bleeds
he wears fucking damage too. So
that's the biggest problem in modern MMA judging, because that's the only thing they give a fuck about. Are you bleeding? There's blood, you lose.
That fucking elbow from Charles Jourdain in the 3rd round of that
saved him that fight.
That won him the fight. Just split open, blood everywhere. There's your damage. In a close round, the judges will instantly be like, boom, I can visually see more damage. Close round, it's got to go to Charles Jourdain. That won him the fight.
Yeah, no, it's definitely they've overcorrected with their like, oh, we're not going to reward boring wrestling. It's like, yeah, but now because if I get cut in the 1st round, it's not supposed to matter after that. They are not supposed to factor that in to, scoring the next few rounds. But blood is blood, and you saw it, and it's there, and it screws you up. And that is the problem with Alexander Hernandez.
I think that's what I think Taco's
read immediately.
I think Taco's corner, after, because he got cut in the 1st round, was like making it clear, round, yeah. Like was being audible, being like, hey, that was from the 1st round. Like the blood was from the 1st round,
Yeah.
I love his coach, man.
No, it's definitely something to worry about with Alexander Hernandez fights, but I think there's a wide enough margin here that he gets it done. If you want to check out the picks and the bets, though, I know BetSam has an interesting prop bet here. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10. And BetSam's up 27 units. Jacob's up 5 of the last 6 cards or some nonsense like that.
The Kiwi and the Carrot are up 30 units the last 6 weeks. We got you. And it should have been a lot more because he got juiced on the fucking Horth slam.
There was a 4-unit swing for BetSam last week with the Horth fight. 4 units. So that is what it is, but we do have a whole slew of picks and bets and tools and artificial intelligence. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. $2 super chat from Regum. Jacob, you the man. Date my mother. What's the mom
over
look
profile?
Like? Yeah, what's the mom look like? Send her through me. I'll decide.
I think anybody that names their son Regan is like a hot mom.
I don't think that was his name. I don't think his name was Regan.
Oh,
that was like a logo too. And then $10 from this poor sick boy.
Holy nice, $10. What does this say?
Angelo, hope all is well. Quick question: what's your least favorite Latino country, and what's the best and worst Latino foods? I'll hang up and listen.
Great questions, Jacob. Great questions. I'm interested to know these
countries. Let me see. Hold on. So Cuba. Oh, Cuba. Cuba's my least favorite Latino country.
The fuck's wrong with Cuba?
They threatened to blow us up with missiles many, many times.
But they're good now.
There was a whole crisis about it, honestly. And they brought back that poor boy, Elian Gonzalez. You guys don't remember that. Poor boy, Elian Gonzalez, got snatched and sent back to Cuba. Now, they do make a great sandwich. Cuban sandwich.
See, that doesn't even make sense.
Good sandwich. The Cuban sandwich is a good sandwich.
There's a lot of Cubans in Florida. I lived there. They're good people. I like Cubans.
But I love Argentinian food. Argentinian food, that's where chimichurri comes from. That's Argentinian. I fucking love chimichurri. And Gloria's, have you been to a Gloria's around here?
They eat hamsters.
What?
Not hamsters. They eat fucking
Gloria's is I think it's El Salvadorian.
Would you fry up a guinea pig? They eat guinea pigs. Is that Peru? It's like good luck. Guinea pigs, dude.
I think I could eat a guinea pig. I never had a pet guinea pig.
Oh my god, guinea pigs are like the cutest. They
Well, the noises are a problem. I eat rabbit. Rabbits are cute.
Yeah, there's
never ate a rabbit.
There's a lot of Germans in Argentina too, Angelo. So it's interesting that you.
I said they make chimichurri, so they got good food. The steaks.
What's
are
the
good.
worst Latino food?
Let's
name the worst item menu at Taco Bell, Angelo, to make it easy on you. What's the worst menu item on Taco Bell?
I hate
so good.
I hate the cantina stuff. Like, what are we doing with the fresh bullshit? Come on.
What's a cantina?
The cantina stuff at Taco Bell is like them trying to have like fresh, like taste fresh food. It's
okay,
like, dude,
but be more specific. Like, what's like your specifically like Is it like an enchilada? Is it like just a fucking
honestly? And you guys are gonna hate this.
like
I
a
don't
bean
love
burrito? Like,
I don't love Dominican food for that reason. People are gonna hate
whoa.
me. It's a lot of. I'm not a big plantains
Rest
and
in
rice
peace to our
kind of
boy
guy.
Angel.
Yeah,
We
not
miss him.
the. I don't have a problem with the Dominican Republic. Just and they've
Great
got
people.
great. They've got great food spins on other people's
Que
food,
lo
but
que?
their specific food.
Where's
I
my
don't love.
Dominicans in the chat? Que lo que?
Are they answering you?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
They're all over it.
They just all said hola.
Okay, I hit send on an email. Somebody see customer service live while I'm on air. Let's go ahead and break down the next fight.
This is the main
Next
event,
up,
right?
Co-main event. Next up at UFC Vegas 116, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Norma Dumont taking on Jocelyn Edwards in what could very well be a number one contender matchup at women's bantamweight. Norma Dumont, 13-2 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5 on a 6-fight win streak. Taking on Jocelyn Edwards, 17-6 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5, riding a 3-fight finish streak. And the narrative all week is levels. Look at who Norma's fighting. Look at who Jocelyn's fighting. Norma Dumont's a very good striker. She's clean. She's technical. She's fast. I wouldn't say powerful, but her strike differential is pretty impressive, landing almost 4 significant strikes per minute, being hit with about 2. On top of that technical striking, she's got decent grappling. The problem is her takedowns aren't very good, and her takedown defense did fail her in her last fight, despite getting the decision win. Taking on Jocelyn Edwards, a good kickboxer. She has nice range, nice variety of strikes. She prefer to kick, throws a lot of kicks, actually, and then she'll make it a dirty fight. She'll get inside the pocket. She'll hang out inside the clinch. She has actually tightened up her wrestling quite a bit, so much so that not only is the takedown defense better, but she's working in more offensive takedowns as well. She's jumping off that submission win over Nora Conorle, where she did not look good. She looked actually pretty bad in that fight, but then she picked her up, she slammed her, and that broke Nora's shoulder, which set up the choke. So you're going to see she won by submission, which is true, but there was a disgusting injury that got her to that point. And this is an interesting fight because I've been high on both of these women. I've bet on both of them. Norma was in the last.
And
I got gifted in her last fight.
Well, you got caught a little bit.
How so?
You were checking out the goods, and she caught you.
What the hell are you talking about?
Norma was she was cornering for Tulio, and you had the camera out, and you were locked in.
You had the camera out. You were zooming in, and she's looking right at you.
What are you talking about?
She literally gave you this same stink eye that she's doing in this picture, but in real life because she saw you taking a picture of her bum.
I just don't know if that's true, but here is her. This is Angelo's video here. This is what he was filming. This is what he does at the Apex. You know, and I think this is important for the. And,
all the heavy breathing, dude.
And yeah, was there?
Oh,
was there a moment here where I used to have it screenshotted, but let me see.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait for this before I give an intelligent breakdown on a fist fight.
Was there a moment where she just is staring right at the camera, being like, "Why the fuck is a camera pointed at me?" Yeah, but you know what she did after that? She knew what she was doing. Look, she know. Come on.
Oh, well, she uses that dump truck to keep
that
fights.
Was Angelo, but he sent me that.
Yeah, it was me. To keep fights standing, but the takedown defense was not good in her last fight. That's the only thing that worries me here. Norma's the better fighter. Her striking is much better. Her fight IQ is much better. She's fought at a much higher level of competition. She's got better cardio. The only thing I'm worried about in this matchup is the takedown defense. Jocelyn's been working in takedowns quite a bit lately. And if she enters that pocket, throws a nice combination, then shoots a takedown, Norma's got some MMA karma coming her way because I don't think she won that Ketlin fight, but I'll take it. but the striking is just so good. She should be running away with it on the feet. So Norma's going to be the pick here. I don't like how wide these odds are getting because, yes, they open at minus 200, but she was down to like minus 160 the other day. And now they're ballooning back up and past the opening odds. But Norma Dumont's going to be the pick. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this was the last five. You guys looked at my picks. If you guys are premium members, I had them all lined up, ready to go, except for this fight because I wanted to fucking really dive into this one. I really wanted to get into the nitty gritty of this, get into the Instagrams, get into the alleged OnlyFans, see how hard they're going after, see how hard they're fucking training. And I always told everybody, Jocelyn's fucking underrated. She had before that purple hair and stuff, but I'm telling you, you take any girl, throw some braids on her, a little Vaseline on her forehead, that's the look I'm going for 100% of the time. And Jocelyn's kind of dialing it in as well. And these odds to me are a little bit crazy. We just saw Norma Dumont. I was at that fight. So yeah, have I been at a Norma Dumont fight where she wasn't even fighting, but I happened to be there? And then I was there at her next fight as well. Yeah, that's just called happenstance. There's no reason behind it. But I was at that fight. I had money on a Norma Dumont. I would say that I probably won her that fight. I'm very active in the Apex. If you guys have heard me in the Apex, I'm very making sure the judges can hear me. Norma, she's not even scoring on top. She's just holding her. I'm saying that the entire fight to make sure those judges knew that Ketlin wasn't doing enough on top. Norma already did enough. I'm explaining it step by step. So when that decision came through, you can thank me if you won money on that fight. But it was definitely a little bit of a red flag because the takedowns were pretty easy and she was just kind of laying there. You mix that with Jocelyn has started mixing in the wrestling more and more. And yeah, Norma is going to be the better boxer. She is pretty clean with her offensive boxing. But you heard Bisping talk a little bit about it in that fight versus Ketlin Vieira. When Ketlin was moving forward, the pressure, Norma is a little bit of like, you know, when she's like in the pocket and she's moving forward, she'll move the head and she'll get in there with nice combinations. But when you're pressuring her, she is kind of a little head back a little bit. Will just kind of outstrike the, you know, stuff like that. And Jocelyn's been throwing that hot shit, man. She's been throwing some hot stinking cheddar shit with those hands. A nice fucking left hook. She's been hurting people, putting people out. I think this is a fucking 50-50 fight. I'm actually going to take a Jocelyn Edwards because I just think she's a little bit nastier. Like Norma Dumont has been like talking shit in fights and stuff like that. But when she gets in there, it's just a lot of kind of jab. She's supposed to be this grappler, but doesn't use her wrestling. I think Jocelyn can get a little nasty, get in her face, land some hot stinking shit. And we'll see what happens. It's a close fight, but I almost think that Jocelyn's going to force a finish. I know some people have over 2.5 this fight. But, you know, I think Jocelyn could come in here, start getting a little freak nasty and maybe even force a finish either way, make these girls brawl. But I think all the value here is on Jocelyn.
I get being on the Jocelyn side. I appreciate the support for Jocelyn because I think she's
turned a fucking corner. Like
she
it's
can
visual.
win this fight, but you can't compare a broken shoulder submission win over Nora Cornole.
I mean, she picked her up and slammed her down while Norma was
fine, but she's not
down.
picking up big ass Norma.
Whoa, the girl's
she's not just gonna toss her around. Or Ariana Carnelozzi, like they're not the same level of finish. They're not the same level. You want to pick her, fine, but it's not going to go 2.5. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay. That's one of the most like obvious spots on this card that this fight goes over 2.5 rounds.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
it's not even in the safety parlay. So,
sure,
in case you're wondering about that, I tried to avoid the round lines there, but I don't see that happening. But I do have a bet with the over 2.5 in it. So if you want to check that out and everything else, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10. $10. You can't get a value meal at McDonald's for $10. It's $10. And if you don't live in America, it's less than 10 because your money's worth more than ours right now. If you live in Europe and you
know how much my wand costs? I just ordered my wand.
How much was your wand?
I think it's $250.
Oof, that's more than 2 years worth of premium membership.
I know, but it's gonna be. What do you think my Patronus is gonna be?
What's a Patronus? I ain't Patronus.
I'm pretty sure that was racially charged.
No, that's a song.
Patronus is what comes out. You say expecto patronum. Like if there's dementors and stuff, like it comes in. It's basically like your bodyguard. Like it's kind of like will protect you from like evil doings and stuff in the wizardy world. And it really depends on like your personality. Everyone has like their own whatever. It's like some people it's like a butterfly. Some people it's like an animal or stuff like that. What do you think your Patronus would be? Like a hippo?
I don't even know what the fuck you're describing.
Like just a fucking cow?
I don't know what you're describing.
What would, if you just had an animal protect you, what would it be? What do you think? What are you feeling in your heart?
Okay, we're moving on. Next up at UFC Vegas 116, we have the main event of the evening. It hasn't been disclosed as, but probably is and certainly should be a number one contender matchup at featherweight. We have Aljamain Sterling taking on Yusuf.
You can't
Zalal.
say that with Evloev out there.
He just lost.
What? He smoked.
Oh no, he just won. Yeah, Lerone Murphy. Well, but yeah, I mean, it's probably after him. I'm including that.
Okay, so it's not a number one. Okay, so you're fucking wrong.
Plus, that fight sucked and he deserved to lose. So, Aljamain Sterling, 25-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off the decision win over Brian Ortega.
I posted somebody said, "God damn, Buckley's big." Him in the background just
he is life size. Yeah. Yusuf Zalal, 18-5 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, working into his first main event. We all know Aljo by now, former world champion, better grappler than he is striker, but still a decent striker. He moved up to 145, and since doing so, he's looked really good. The only time he lost at 145 pounds was the Evloev fight. And if you go back and watch that, you'll see that he was winning the wrestling, losing a couple of the scrambles. He had the takedowns. He had beautiful entries, beautiful finishes. It was just a handful of scrambles that he lost, and that was a much better grappling affair than most people thought. He did just beat the absolute piss out of Brian Ortega in his last fight.
Oh, did he?
Did he not?
Go ahead.
Did he not?
He was on his bike. Go ahead.
Okay. He's taking on Yusuf Zalal. He wasn't known as an exciting fighter. Then he left the UFC, came back, rattled off a bunch of finish wins. The Calvin Kattar fight kind of stunk, but outside of that, Yusuf Zalal has been pretty dominant. He's taking people down. He's finishing them almost immediately. He's got very good wrestling, very good jiu-jitsu, and he's got good striking. The striking's not exciting, but it's technical, and he manages range really well. He just submitted Josh Emmett in what felt like 30 seconds and still got booed for some random reason. Aljo opened as a 2-1 favorite, and that made sense to me, right? Former world champion. Coming up, fighting a relatively untested, I would say, Yusuf Zalal. Obviously, he just beat Josh Emmett, but the last really good fighter he fought was Ilia Topuria many years ago. And there's a bunch of wins in between those two fights, but nothing incredibly high level. So you can say relatively untested. You could say Aljamain Sterling, former world champion. Yeah, he's probably the favorite here. But the money came in and the money decided otherwise. And I can understand that as well because Yusuf Zalal made it look easy. The takedowns have looked easy. The grappling has looked easy. Even the striking against Kattar looked easy. It wasn't until the third round that he lost because he was literally running away and the judges were like, yeah, that's a problem. So they gave that round to Calvin. This is a very interesting matchup. I am actually going to lean Aljamain Sterling here. I think the 5-round experience, I think the wrestling, and I think his ability to control the space is going to win him a close one here. Yusuf's the more dangerous of the two. I don't think Aljo's very dangerous, but Yusuf clearly is dangerous. I'm going to pick Aljo. I'm a little nervous about the round line. I think the jiu-jitsu on both sides might negate itself, but I'm going to pick Aljo because I rewatched that Mosvar fight and I was like, damn, dude, if he fights like he fought that fight, I don't think Yusuf can keep up in those same scrambles, and Aljo probably wins a pretty boring decision, but probably wins. So Aljo's going to be the pick here, and this is a very interesting fight. This is probably the best Apex main event I can think of in recent times. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, let me say that I'm a little bit biased in this one, but not too blindly biased because I fucking loved Aljamain Sterling. I still have nothing against Aljamain Sterling. You guys saw I posted that picture, or I showed that picture of I went to UFC Tampa and Aljo was in the VIP section and Yusuf was as well. Aljo put me a little rear naked choke, and honestly, that shit fucking hurt. Like I was like, can you put me in a rear naked choke? He's like, I don't know if I should do that. I'm like, you don't have to actually fucking choke me out. Like, it's just for the picture. He's like, okay, I will. He fucking, that was way tighter than fucking yours. I'll tell you that. He put that forearm across my fucking throat, and I was like, God damn, Aljo, fucking relax, buddy. But I've always been a big fan of Aljo. I've been back and forth on him. I picked him to beat Petr Yan in the first matchup. Obviously, it went how it went, but I thought that he had kind of that funky enough striking style because there's a very awkward striking style. And then when he won how he won, I was one of the only people that doubled down. And I said, listen, if he gets those same entries against Petr Yan and he's saying that he was having a bad weight cut, he's going to fucking win that fight. I was probably one of the only people in the world that picked Aljo to beat Petr Yan fucking twice, especially in the second matchup. I did, however, have Sean O'Malley, one of my greatest lock of the weeks. I said he was going to land the right hand in the second round. That's exactly what happened. Aljo, fine, okay? He won. He thinks he won the fight versus Evloev. It was a good fight. He looked good. That's not what this fight is, okay? Against Brian Ortega, that was the fucking ghost of Brian Ortega. That was missed weight Brian Ortega. That was a catch weight. He looked like shit. He barely even threw a punch the first 2 or 3 rounds of that fight. Aljo was able to just kind of dance around and do what he needed to do. And still, everyone talks about fucking Youssef Zalal. Oh, he's just running. He's just a track star. He's a fucking all this type of stuff. Number one, in the round that everyone said that he was running away from Qatar, he outstruck Qatar. Shut the fuck up. Okay? But if you're going to call Youssef a fucking track star, I would urge you to rewatch that Brian Ortega fight and watch Aljo fucking dying for fucking takedowns and running away from fucking the ghost of Brian Ortega the whole 4th and 5th round of that fight. It was fucking, I can't believe people are calling Youssef a track star when he outstruck Qatar in that 3rd round and you had Aljo running around. If you look at him with those takedowns in like the 4th and 5th round, he's on it and his face is like this. Like he's fucking like, I can't give this up. I'm so fucking tired. The reason he lost against Evloev was because he got more tired. Like Evloev just beat him to the fucking next position in that 3rd round. He was looking at his corner like, fucking, so everyone that thinks like, oh, the 5-round experience and Aljo's going to look better as the fight goes on, I'd be fucking real careful with that. Now, Youssef Zalal back in the UFC. The Moroccan Devil was in the UFC. Everyone talks about the Ilya fight. I don't really care about that fight. Leaves, comes back. Angelo, who was the first person that he saw making his entrance back into the UFC? That's right, your boy. I've been on Youssef Zalal before. When he came in to fight Billy Key, who did you fucking pick? Dumbass. Billy Q, not me. I said this guy is so fucking underrated. Was always had nice movement in his fucking striking. Could move left, could move right. Now he's filled in as a featherweight, and he knew that he had to improve his wrestling and his grappling, and now that's pretty much what he does. He fucking just smokes people in the wrestling, in the grappling. Yeah, he had success talking about Aljo against Evloev. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, he looked good against the ghost of Brian Ortega, even though he was dying in the 4th and the 5th round. Now, he's a dog. He wasn't quitting or anything like that. He did what he needed to do. But this is more like, and even Aljo said, like, he's got footwork. Why? Guess what Aljo said? He's got footwork. The last time I fought somebody with footwork like that was the Sean O'Malley fight. He's telling you what will happen. He's not going to track down Youssef. His takedown entries, I told you guys going in that Sean O'Malley fight, his takedown entries aren't good. He's got like a lifetime, like 30% takedown accuracy. And when he comes into the pocket for those takedowns against somebody that can strike, his fucking striking defense is awful. His striking is not good. If he's not getting the takedowns in this fight, which I don't think he's going to, he is...
What's he going to say?
Fucked, man. He's fucked against a guy like Youssef, who's going to be left, going to be light, going to be right, changing angles, going to be diving in with the knees, threatening stuff. The footwork. How many times do I have to tell you when you're against a wrestler, the footwork is key. And Youssef knows how to wrestle now. He knows how to defend the takedowns. And even in submission attempts against Ilya, young little Youssef showed his heart and his ability to escape. Those were deep fucking submissions. Didn't panic. knew how to just keep the hips away. He just kept the hips away in those darts and anaconda attempts, works through the position, said, I'm not getting fucking submitted, all that type of stuff. There is unbelievable amount of love for Aljo this week. I can't believe Aljo the dog. This guy Yusuf hasn't fought anybody. You don't fight anybody until you fight anybody. He's been smoking basically fucking everybody. This guy knows how to wrestle. He knows how to grapple. He said he wants to be the first to submit Aljo. I think it could be a club and sub situation because Aljo is going to get... I guarantee what's going to happen in this fight is Aljo in the first round, halfway through the first round, is going to be throwing up his hands, going to be like, come on, guy, come on. Like, he's going to get so frustrated immediately. He talked this week, called him Yusuf Elusive, or Elusive Yusuf. He said that the UFC didn't even want this fight. He's going to be frustrated with the movement of Yusuf. And once he starts getting desperate with those takedowns, the setups that Yusuf can have are so fucking beautiful. I am biased. That is my fucking dude. And another thing, real quick, because I think it is going to happen. Things? Oh, I think it's going to fucking happen. When you see him take down Aljo at some point, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just know he couldn't take me down. Look, he tries a little inside trip there. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. That's me and my guy. Fucking Yusuf dap up. Look at that. Little trip. Nah. Ain't doing it. That's my dude. I'm biased. But I'm telling you, I can't believe there's this much love for Aljo. I think Yusuf's going to fucking smoke him.
Of course there's love for Aljo, the former world champion.
But the last time we saw him fight somebody with decent footwork and decent striking, he didn't look good for a second in that Sean O'Malley fight.
He won the first round.
He like barely had some pressure, but he was like scared of the striking.
Make shit up.
It was like, and then he immediately just got fucking smoked. Like, Yusuf is a fucking problem for so many people, for everybody. Like, the way that he can move, switch stances, fight moving backwards, forward. Now he can offensive wrestle. I mean, it's just fucking... Everyone just like, oh, Aljo's just a take. All you gotta do is get a takedown around. Just get a takedown, and then he's gonna backpack him. All right, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck.
That's how he won a world championship. And
I know Aljo, man. I got nothing. It's not just Aljo. There's everybody's gonna have an issue with fucking dude. Yusuf is so fucking dialed in, man. He's so fucking good, dude.
Listen, this is a very close fight. I agree. I did a slight lean towards Aljo.
It's not a close fight. It's not a close fight.
I think it is. 5-round experience. I think some of their skills negate each other. So it's interesting. The good news is we can have this debate.
The public is all over Aljo, dude. And you know how that usually goes.
56%.
No, if you look at X, if you look at people just are blindly being like, oh, Zalal's a fraud. I'm fucking, obviously, Aljo dog money. I can't believe it. It's like, you don't fucking find out.
I do love that it's even debatable because we've had cards like Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. Not debatable, kind of a throwaway main event, to be honest with you, because you know exactly what's going to happen. This, not quite the same. So I'm looking forward
to one thing real quick, too. I will say this, because Yusuf, we've had Yusuf on the show. He's a fucking hilarious dude. He's a great dude. Yeah, I mean, all you see really from Yusuf is like fucking like this happy-go-lucky stuff. I'm telling you, this dude's got a fucking doesn't give a fuck mentality. Like, he's got a mean streak to him. Like, when he lost or when he beat Qatar, he immediately calls out his teammates. You guys said I was easy money. He said he's got receipts ready for Volk after this fight. I don't know what those are or whatever, but he is fucking, he can get fucking nasty, man. He's a competitor.
Listen, I'll be rooting for him. I think his personality's great. I think he's underappreciated.
You always say that and you always pick against him.
I don't always pick against him. I picked him in his last fight.
Yeah, I think you've picked against him in half his fights.
Who has he fought? Billy Q after being cut. Who did he fight after that? Didn't you pick Jarno Aarons against him?
I wouldn't know. I've picked Yusuf every time. I wasn't at that fight. I was at another Jarno fight.
I don't think I picked against him every time. I definitely picked Billy Q against him because I was like,
that was the only time I think he's been the favorite every fight since then.
Yeah, well, because I was like, he's on the outside. Like, he's definitely looked extremely different since coming back to the UFC. And honestly, if I'm him, I just get in Aljo's face and I wrestle Aljo. Don't wait for shit. You're talking about he's dancing around. Aljo's going to get frustrated. If I'm him and I'm his coaches, I say, get in his face. Fuck him. Get in his face and wrestle him. That's what I
wouldn't hate that either. Even Aljo said something
I wouldn't hang on the outside.
Even Aljo, well, I mean, it's there's no danger.
It's a lot harder to defend a takedown than it is to just get
right. And Aljo even said something like, I don't think he's going to wrestle because I've been doing this whole my life. I can keep that pace or whatever. And it's like, I think Aljo's kind of saying that because he doesn't want to deal with it. Like, I don't think he wants to be defending takedowns and stuff like that. He wants to be the guy.
Nobody wants to. Defending takedowns is so much harder than getting them. A shitty takedown attempt, you're more likely to get than somebody is to defend one. It's a lot more work.
I think,
and it, just change your hips and you're constantly worried about shit. It's a lot easier to finish a takedown than it is.
The biggest part of this fight is I think people are going to be very surprised how slow Aljo looks in the striking. Like, I think people are going to be like, oh shit. And then the second he doesn't get that takedown.
What will he say?
He's fucked, man.
What will he say? I am very
Zalal has
much
fought nothing but bums. Aljo has fought top level fighters. Yeah, he's lost to some as well. And you don't fucking beat anybody good until you do. Don't you understand this, people? Nobody has fought and beat anybody until they start doing it. This is the opportunity for him to be a high-level opponent, okay? This is his first time getting that opportunity, okay?
I mean, there's obviously truth to that. Yeah, he hasn't fought anybody good. It's like, okay, well, you don't until you do. Jacob and I are split here, and we've got nothing but tiebreakers on the website. We have AI, we have other human cappers, we have tools like a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times. And you can check out every single one of those tools and cappers, all of our picks, all of our bets for an entire month for $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Unlock all of it instantly. Couple super chatterinos.
I'm a big guy, huh?
No, you're huge.
And I made sure he didn't touch that belt, too. I said, don't you fucking touch that belt.
Louis Bond, $2 super chat says, shout out to We Want Pick'em. We pick 'em. Jacob at We Want Pick'em. Because Yusuf Zalal shouted out Jakey years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago on his post-fight interview.
Highlight.
Was it the Qatar fight? I can't remember what.
No.
He was like, shout out Jacob at We Want, and he couldn't remember. He's like, we pick 'em.
Yeah, we pick 'em. That was an all-time clip. 13.99 Canadian from Big Maple Bets, Moroccan Devil by Dead Orchard. That's that ridiculous submission that doesn't really exist. Package will be en route to the P.O. Box this week, and if you aren't praying and profiting with us every Saturday, you are a communist. We up again this weekend, Sally. Maple Bets, we appreciate you genuinely very, very much.
He's one of the funniest people in here. Every time he says something, it's funny.
Yeah, he's always been.
You should hear him on the Saturday streams. I think he's one of the reasons why we get restricted, to be honest with you.
Just saying wild shit. YouTube's like, wait a minute. Rye Dodger beats Angelo drinks some Aljo rum. It is up here. I forgot.
Did you see what happened to him?
No, what?
I put on my Twitter. So he brought his bottles to the press conference.
They took them away?
Yeah, they're like, you got to put those down. Thank you.
Oh, because he has.
This is going viral on Twitter.
It's now. Because the UFC has their own alcohol sponsors. He can't do that.
Isn't that pretty funny? People are going crazy on Twitter right now, though, about it.
Yeah, but the UFC's not wrong in that situation. Like, they have their own. They take millions of dollars from companies to be the exclusive whatever. He can't just show up on whatever he wants out there. But yes, I do have the rum. The very first time I bought the rum, remember, that was the card where I was like, every time Jacob says cereal instead of Cyril, I will take a shot of Aljo's rum. And I was like seven shots.
We should do that. Yeah, we should do that again here in a couple weeks.
Well, now that you know, nobody knew. The chat was sweet because I said it in my quick picks video that this is what
I was trying to figure out because every
stream.
once in a while you take a swig and I'd be like,
why is he doing? It was just that one fight. I just kept taking swigs. And the chat was sweet because nobody snitched.
Is it not cereal? What is it?
Cyril. And you kept saying cereal, and you've been saying cereal for years.
Yeah.
And then we have a $2 super chat from Patrick. Jacob put $1,000.
Yeah, tune in on Saturday. Get ready. I already got money on him.
Jacob does live and die by the friends there.
I have let me just I can tally it real quick. Let the people know.
Oh boy.
let's see, of my personal money. We'll get there on Saturday. I maxed out on Bet Online because a lot of the props when they first release and just in general, they max it out to like only a certain amount of winnings, like 50, 60 bucks and something like that on some of the props. But I've got
usually you can only win 100, like stupid shit like that.
I almost got 1,000 on them right now, and we'll see how the stream goes Saturday. If we're locked and loaded, we're gonna be fucking going down the river on that one for sure. But probably about 800-900 on them right now in different ways.
Well, good luck to you. I got no bets on Aljo, so I'm good with it. Guys, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you supporting us every week, whether we're on time, not on time, a day early, a day late. Thank you all genuinely very much for the support, and it costs you nothing if you want to support a little more by clicking the subscribe button. If you want to go even farther than that, go to the website, become a premium member. It is literally the greatest service this space has ever had. Period. End of story. There's nothing even remotely close, like literally nothing remotely close. And then here's the 4 fight cards that you will unlock for that $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. At the top, it is only $10 an entire month. Did this motherfucker really do that? Do I have to text Maddie right now and say, hey, that's not actually me?
Hey, everyone. I was just on Maddie Bed stream, and we agreed to do stream together sometime. Congratulations, Angelo.
Yeah, I got to text him and let me screenshot this. So
is that your picture? Is that AI? It looks like it's AI.
It's an AI aged version of me.
That's aged right there. That looks younger than you.
It's my wedding picture aged through AI is what that is.
Like you realize you don't look that good.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I looked great in my weddings. Great in my wedding pictures. And then took that and aged it with AI to try to look like what I look like. So yeah, that ain't it. Any last words for the people, Jacob?
Nope. We'll be at hopefully we're streaming. We're supposed to in the process of I got drafted by Hogwarts and we're getting ready to move to Hogwarts, but everything should be done and we should still have the stream on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'll be tuning in. I don't think we have any sports or anything this weekend with the children. So I'll be tuning in. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Genuinely appreciate every last one of you. And good luck this weekend.